Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix, Arizona. It's another edition of Thursday Night Football here on the Epic Sports Network. James Poovey coming to you alongside my prolific Epic Sports Network team, Mr. Ed Cole, my color analyst this evening, Alexis Weissar, Jamal Gump on the cameras, and our producer, Mr. Adam Beadle. Looks like we're on camera now, Ed. Smile for the folks at home. We got some good football coming up tonight. It's the Thunderbird Titans hosting the Moon Valley Rockets. Ed, this is the battle for I-17, my friend.
Yeah, this is going to be a good game. Two really good football teams from last year. Thunderbird, of course, made it to the 4A quarterfinals before they were bounced out by Canyon Del Oro. They were 9-3 last year. Moon Valley, the Rockets were 7-3, 3-1 in the 4A Southwest. These are two really good football programs. And oh, by the way, James, this is the first game on its brand new field that the Thunderbird Titans have. This is a magnificent facility. The field is beautiful, folks, as you can see. I'm sure Adam's going to cut to the field so we can take a good look at it.
Absolutely.
There it is.
There you see the Moon Valley Rockets running onto the field right there. And Alexis has got that shot for you right there of the Moon Valley Rockets. As you mentioned, Ed, a brand new football field out here under some brand new LED lighting as well. So really great stuff here for Coach Nillette and Mr. Lane Peterson, the athletic director here for Thunderbird. And Thunderbird coming out with a really good look tonight as well. They might have gotten some new jerseys there as well, Ed. I'm not sure.
I would imagine if they got a new field, new LEDs, I'm sure they got brand new uniforms to go with it so they can look good on their sparkling new football surface.
Our referees this evening, our referee is Mr. Brian Dow, our umpire, Chris Higbee, head linesman is Jay Wagner, our side judge this evening is Jalen Lester, our back judge is Ken Fieldhouse, line judge is Justin Falliner, and our field judge this evening is Mr. Steve Castillo. Our AIA officiating crew under the direction, as always, of Mr. Brian Gessner. We're about ready to go here from the brand new Titans field here at, Jack Story Field here at Titans Stadium, we'll call it here, just off of 19th Avenue and Thunderbird. So glad you joined us here this evening on the Epic Sports Network. We hope you're having a great week. Shout out to Burrito Express and Real Epic Wings. Epic Wings out there in Glendale, 95th Avenue and Camelback. And then Burrito Express at 6 Valley locations to get your burrito fix when necessary.
So you're trying to say that there's plenty of options for the folks out there to go to Burrito Express.
We're trying to make you hungry is what we're trying to do right now. And unfortunately, if you didn't order your burrito right now, you're out of luck because those guys close early over there at Burrito Express. They're out of there by 3 p.m. usually, Ed.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Back deep to receive for the Moon Valley Rockets. This is the opening game for both these squads here this evening. Number 12, Jason Lee, and number 4, Andres Rodriguez. Back to receive for the Moon Valley Rockets. I'm excited, Ed. We haven't even kicked off, and I can't even sit down anymore. We're underway here from Thunderbird High School in Phoenix. That one fielded near the goal line, and it'll be into the end zone for the touchback. Andres Rodriguez on the reception there for Moon Valley. So that ball will come out to the 20-yard line, and that's where the Moon Valley Rockets and the Thunderbird Titans will start their 2023 season.
Okay, let's see what the Rockets do on offense right here. Can they start their season off, start their campaign off in fine fashion by driving the football down the field, getting a score, maybe making it a methodical drive or making it a couple play drive. We'll see what happens, what the offense has for Moon Valley in store for the Titans defense.
The Rockets coming out in their red pants, white jerseys, red numbers. Look like they could be trimmed in blue. Good-looking white hats as well for Moon Valley. They go under center now on 1st down and 10. A toss. It's out the right-hand side, and a nice gain on the play. Number 12, Diego Contreras on the carry for Moon Valley, and that was a nice tote there on 1st down. The quarterback, Damon Coleman Miller, into the ballgame now for Moon Valley.
Last year, Contreras, a big factor for Moon Valley's offense. 10 rushes, 361 yards, and 4 touchdowns. So when Contreras got the football, he was very effective last year, and he's looking to pick up where he left off last season.
A gain of 9 on the play. 2nd down and 1 here. Tight formation once again here for Moon Valley. Penalty flags fly, and the early indication is offsides. Our referee tonight, Brian Dowell, with the official call. A warm evening out, to say the least, Ed, but I tell you what, now that sun has gotten behind the trees and it's gone down for the evening, it should be a nice night of football out here this evening.
Oh, yeah, as you mentioned, the sun it's just over the crest. We're seeing just the last remnants of it, and there's a slight little breeze going on out here, JP. I love it.
1st and 10, a quick inside handoff, and the Titans right there to swarm to the football. They unpile the bodies there, Ed, and that was Moon Valley's Iomide Ungipe, the junior, on the carry there for Moon Valley, stopped by a host of Thunderbird Titans, among those Dylan Whitbrought. A 2-yard gain on the play brings up 2nd down and 8 here for the Rockets. Student body left now. They go that way. Number 16, Jaden Good on the call there. And that was a nice run off left side there. And another nice pickup there for the Rockets.
It was. Nice pitch nice pitch from DMC to Jaden Good. And like you said, he just followed his left guard and his left tackle right around that left side. Good blocking up front by his big fellas for Good to get those yards, get to the outside, 3rd and 3 at the 41.
3rd down possession play here. Left hash. The ball is spotted at the 41-yard line. Damian Miller-Coleman under center. He looks to change the play at the line of scrimmage. They send one in motion. On the option, he pitches it to the outside. Good for a 1st down and then some across midfield, across the 45, and down near the 42-yard line. Contreras on the scamper there for Moon Valley, and the opposite number 11, Dylan Whitbrought, on the stop for Thunderbird. I tell you, this offense for Moon Valley is clicking right now.
They are. Last season, JP, they were one of the really good running offenses in the league. In the AIA, 175 yards rushing last season. Looks like they're trying to pick up from where they left off last season with this rushing attack.
They're on the march here, still on the march into plus territory now. Go the Moon Valley Rockets. They hand it off inside, and then a car crash there at the 40-yard line. Coming up on the stop there for Thunderbird was number 42, Ryan Cavalami. We remember that guy from last season. He did some damage out here when they hosted those Sierra Linda Bulldogs on Thursday Night Football last season.
Yes, sir. Cavalami last season, 70 tackles, 42 solo. Young man had 23 TFLs and 9.5 sacks. Cavalami knows how to get to the football. He's got an eye for it and a nose for it, and he just knows how to get after it.
A gain of 2, play fake. Coleman Miller goes up top. It's intercepted. A penalty flag on the play. Looked like it was almost simultaneous reception right there. Joseph Francis on the reception, at least the interception for a moment for Thunderbird, but we're going to have to check the laundry on the field. This is going to be an interesting call, to say the least, Ed.
It will be, but if it stands, then let's see what happens, what the referees do call on that. But great defense there by Thunderbird to get that interception. Let's see what they call. Looks like the defense is coming out for Moon Valley, so it looks like it's going to – okay. Pass interference against the Titans.
Pass interference assessed to Thunderbird, so that'll be a Moon Valley Rockets first down. We welcome Moon Valley to the Thursday Night Football party, the first time they've been on here on the Epic Sports Network, and we're excited to have them. They got a impressive-looking squad here, to say the least, to start this ball game.
Yes, sir, they do. They're moving the ball very well.
Miller Coleman now under center and whistles once again on 1st down and 10. Officials timeout. And it's interesting to see these quarterbacks get up under center, especially deep down low, like you see Miller Coleman down there. Almost looks like he's at the height of the lineman.
It's good to have young knees like that, you know?
It sure is. They hand it off. They go up the A-gap. And once again, that was Ogundipe on the call for the Rockets, and this guy is churning some yards out here on this Thunderbird turf tonight.
Yeah, we always go back to last year's stats, of course, because this is their first game. Ogundipe last season, 57 rushes, 236 yards, and a touchdown. So he was he was a much needed part of that Rockets offense last season. Again, they last season averaged almost 180 yards rushing, a really good rushing attack, and it looks really good so far tonight, James.
2nd down and 6 here. Clock runs with under 8.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Ogundipe is the single setback. They send one in motion. They pitch it. Penalty flags fly, and that's going to be movement once again up front. We mentioned it, Ed. It's the first ball game, and a lot of times this line has really got to get in sync and get in step with their quarterback, the various snap counts, and sometimes that takes a couple of weeks.
Yeah, no, like you said, it'll take some time as they get that false start call, but over the course of the season, I would imagine and I would expect that Rockets offensive line and DMC, Damian Miller-Coleman, to get their rhythms and their cadences together.
A loss of 1 on the play. Put down a TFL there for the Thunderbird Titans. Now they pitch it wide side once again. He tries to cut it back upfield. On the stop that time for Thunderbird was Tyler Woods. And once again, number 11, Dylan Wilbrot on the, or correction, that was 11, Diego Contreras on the scamper there for Moon Valley. Contreras has got to have 25, maybe 30 yards rushing on this drive alone, Ed.
That's a good start for Contreras.
Not too bad.
Yep. Keep on feeding that young man until you can't feed him no more.
Valley calls timeout.
Yeah. Timeout on the field, so we'll step aside and take that timeout with them. You're watching Thursday Night Football here on the Epic Sports Net. We'll be right back in 1 minute.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to burn calories or are on the path to earning your black belt, there is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class that covers exactly what you're searching for. Kids, teens, and adults of all skill levels, ages, and walks of life.
We welcome you back to Thunderbird and Moon Valley here in Phoenix. We're scoreless. The Moon Valley Rockets on the march. 7 minutes and 17 seconds remaining here in our first quarter. Movement once again now. Penalty flags fly, Ed. I tell you what, these officials getting a little workout here as well in this first quarter with all this extra movement before the whistle, or before the snap, I should say.
Yeah.
But again, that happens. It's the first game for a lot of folks here tonight, and we got a chance, funny enough, Ed, to kind of dip our toes in a little bit, if you will, last week with Santan Charter and Scottsdale Christian Academy. We went for a quarter and some change out there. 3rd down and 12 here. We're going to get this game in tonight. I have a great feeling. I don't see a whole lot of threatening weather on the horizon. He sets his feet, goes to the air. It's incomplete. The intended target was Diego Contreras, Joseph Francis, and Elijah Little in coverage there for Thunderbird. And double coverage, well done that time by the Thunderbird Titans.
Yeah, great coverage back there in the back end by Elijah Little, the cornerback, to stay with the wide receiver, stay with him step for step, stride for stride, all the way until the completion of the play. That's how you play secondary play. If you're a secondary mate, a cornerback or a safety, you stick to that wide receiver like glue.
4th down and 12 now. The Moon Valley Rockets are going to go for it here. He looks to throw, goes to the air. Same play call on, and it's nearly intercepted. Out of bounds on the far side of the field. In coverage that time for Thunderbird, Elijah Little once again, and Joseph Francis right there just blanketing the wide receiver, Ed.
To me, it looked like the wide receiver wasn't even in the immediate vicinity, wasn't it, JP? It looked like there were two Titans cornerbacks back there vying for that interception. I don't know why either one of them didn't come up with it, but still, it was 4th down. Either way, it was going to be a turnover anyway, but I didn't see a wide receiver anywhere near that football.
Luckily for Moon Valley, that ball was far enough out of bounds where even if it was caught, it would have been all for naught. So now your classic turnover on downs, 7 minutes and 5 seconds remaining here in our first quarters. We welcome you back inside the broadcast booth. Ed, this is a good first quarter here. I was impressed with that first little bit of offense there from Moon Valley.
But then you got to give the Titans defense credit. When it came down to it, when it got close to the end zone, that's when they buckled down and they shut that Rockets offense out.
The Titans on offense now, rumbling across the 35-yard line with a big head of steam. Number 8, Tyler Woods on the scamper there, and the senior not afraid to lower the headgear there and make it happen. We got a former state champion Basha Bear up here, looks like number 31. We'll get him on possibly at halftime. Maybe we'll have him come back over here and talk to us for a little bit. See what him and Coach McDowell and the boys been out there in the far southeast valley. A jet sweep now for Thunderbird. They cut it up. The ball's loose and somehow into the hands of the other Thunderbird Titan. Oh, my goodness, what a play. We'll see if they are able to maintain possession. They unpile.
Moon Valley says
and
they got
Moon
it.
Valley has the football.
Wow.
Moon Valley will recover the ball. How about that turn of events? 6 minutes and 22 seconds remaining here in our first quarter. Wow.
Holding against Thunderbird declined. The fumble stands and Moon Valley will take over on the 43-yard line.
Okay, so penalty against Thunderbird. Of course, Moon Valley declines that for the turnover. But what a great play on defense for Moon Valley, for the Rockets defense to get up there, knock the ball away from Joseph Francis, the ball carrier, knock the ball away with that physicality, James. They knocked the football away, and those guys, Johnny on the spot, they jump on the football and make the fumble recovery.
Miller Coleman now back under center here on 1st down and 10. Toss. They go far side once again and knifing through there on defense for the Thunderbird Titans. Unbelievable. Tyler Woods once again coming in from the outside linebacker spot and just filling that hole, getting into the backfield and wreaking havoc for that Rockets offense.
Yeah, just like Woods did last year. 57 tackles, 10.5 TFLs, 1.5 sacks, 2 interceptions, 6 passes defensed. I love throwing out numbers from these young men for their accomplishments and their achievements last season, and they're picking it up. Great job there by Tyler Woods.
Put down a 5-yard TFL there for Tyler Woods. Now it's a reverse handoff inside. A little, you might recognize that right there, Ed. That is a little former Redskins counter tray play right there.
16, the ball carrier.
Number 16 on the carry for Moon Valley, Jaden Good. And unfortunately, I did not see who made the stop there for Thunderbird. My mistake, but a nice stop there on the edge. Didn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage. And now it's going to be a 3rd down and 11 here.
Defense by committee. That's what you want to see from the Titans. You want to see guys swarm to the football, swarm to the ball carrier, and make that tackle, and that's what they did on Good.
He rolls out to his right. He looks down the field. The pressure comes, and he's going to be forced out of bounds right near the 38-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6 or so on the play there for Damian Miller Coleman, and this guy not afraid to hurt you with his legs when necessary.
And James, let me let you guess who was tracking him down. That would be number 42, Ryan Kavalami. Of course,
Kavalami is one of those dudes that we talk about ever so often.
Yes, sir. 6'1", 210-pound junior. The guy just loves to play football, and he loves to get after quarterbacks, and that's what Kavalami did, trying to chase down DMC.
Fourth down, now they keep the offense on the field. Play fake. He rolls out to his left, squares the shoulder, sets the feet. He's got a man. It's complete near the 10-yard line. Finally brought down.
Number 22 with the first down grab.
Colton Carlson on the reception, and what a play. Pitch and catch. Damian Miller Coleman was under pressure and somehow able to set the feet and deliver a strike down to the 10-yard line. He's got the Rockets once again in the red zone, Ed.
Yeah, great job by DMC to see the pressure. He rolls out and just kind of sticks back there in the pocket, waiting for Colton Carlson to get open. He just lost the football up, throws it up there where number 22 caught it, got them in really good field position at the 10-yard line.
Miller Coleman now with an inside handoff once again on the carry. That is Ogundipe.
A wide ball carrier stopped by the interior of the Thunderbird line.
Thunderbird with a nice stop there on the interior of the defense. I like the look tonight for Thunderbird, all black. The black pants with the orange trim down the side. You've got the black jerseys with orange numbers trimmed in gray, and then the white hats with the Thunderbird Titans logo on there, and that's a really good look at it. I'll tell you what else is a good look is the sun setting there with the mountains, the south mountains there, and the moon. This is a good look out here this evening.
Yes, it is. Beautiful
Man.
weather for football.
Second and goal for Moon Valley. Ogundipe once again gets the call, plunges ahead, and gets ever nearer the goal line. The ball's going to be spotted at, looks like the 4. Third down and goal here. They're going to bring in the Hogs. And will they continue to run the football? They run another speedster onto the field. And now Damian Miller-Coleman comes in to get the final word into the offense. Inside handoff, Ogundipe nowhere to go with the football. Knifing through for Thunderbird, double Nichols on the stop. And that is Talon Flores, another familiar name. If you saw the broadcast last season, the 6'2", 235-pound junior getting it done there for the Titans defense.
Yeah, great job by double Nichols to get Ogundipe. As soon as he gets the football, he's knifing right through that offensive line, and he's bringing him down right there in the spot. Great penetration by 55 to get that tackle.
Fourth down and goal here for Moon Valley.
Big 4th and 4 here.
Ogundipe in the backfield. They shift out of a double wing. They toss it. Penalty flags fly. There was movement early, and the ball carrier upended on the edge of the line of scrimmage. And submarining on the tackle was Elijah Little, and I'll tell you what, he was doing anything but playing little that time. He was playing big boy football out there, and a nice stop on the edge, but that might be coming back.
Yes, sir, he was. Penalties against Thunderbird, against Moon Valley, I'm sorry.
So Moon Valley with movement early. We got a nice crowd out here as well tonight, Ed, and everybody is excited for football. I know we're excited for football as well, and tomorrow night, the debut of the Friday Night Red Zone right here on the Epic Sports Network. 7 o'clock, we kick it off, and you won't want to miss it. Let me tell you, we're going to go all around the Grand Canyon State. Timeout on the field, 2:25 remaining here in our first quarter. Let's take a short commercial timeout, and when we return, we'll have more Thursday Night Football for you here on the Epic Sports Network. Come along with me each and every Friday night as I take you all around the Grand Canyon State. James Poobie here, your host, and welcome to the Friday Night Red Zone. We'll feature live look-ins on action covering all divisions, as well as live updates from sidelines around the state. We'll also check in on players being recruited by Arizona colleges playing live around the nation. 3 hours of coming back in 8 seconds. Here we go. Get back, hurry, fade, fade, fade. Welcome you back here to Thunderbird High School. Toss now for Thunderbird. They come near side across the 10, spinning inside across the 15, and burrowing his way down near the 25-yard line. Elijah Little, 5'8", 165.
Great piece of run there, JP. Little gets out to the right side, sees the defender coming up. He makes that spin move, and he's off, and he gets at least 3 or 4 more yards. So it's those little things, those little spin moves, those plays he has to make on the fly. And that was a great run by Little to make that adjustment to that defender that was coming after him.
As soon as I saw him coming this way, Ed, it looked a little LaDainian Tomlinson-like with
did.
the way he got to that edge so quickly and then not afraid to make that move back into the defensive traffic, knowing that he's going to absorb some contact.
Mm-hmm.
A first down gain on the play. Ball rests at the 25-yard line. Players shift in and out. 2 minutes and 16 seconds remaining here in our first quarter. So glad you joined us tonight on the Epic Sports Network. He rolls out to his left, fires. It's a tip drill. It's incomplete. The intended target was Will Clark, and out there ball hawking for Moon Valley. That was number 47, Carmelo GOW.
We're seeing a lot of really good play by both defensive secondaries, right, James, for the Rockets and the Titans. These guys are sticking to the wide receivers, and they're playing their assignments. They're not over-pursuing. They're playing sound defensive, disciplined football.
Other scores from around the valley tonight. Perry on top of Desert Vista currently in the first quarter, 13-0. They're tied up in Maricopa. McClintock and the Maricopa Rams 8 apiece. Red Mountain on top of the Mesa Jackrabbits right now, 7-0. We'll keep you abreast of other scores as we progress throughout the evening. A toss on the far side, room to run, first down yardage, and then some out to the 40-yard line. Joseph Francis on the carry, and the quarterback, Andrew Cohill, getting the ball out there in a New York second that time for the Titans offense.
Boy, Joseph Francis, a big guy, right, too. Big target, James, 6'2", 185. I say 6'2", 185. It's a big guy.
That is a huge target out there.
Don't most quarterbacks love big targets like that? Easy to see, spot on the field and throw the football to them. Especially these guys, these young men have really good hands too.
Some of these guys, two-way athletes as well, Ed, playing basketball, so they know how to get out there and kind of box out that defender and make just a little bit more room for that quarterback to stick that ball in the pocket.
Amazing how you can have a basketball mentality in a football game, right, James?
It is so true. A huge penalty there against Moon Valley. Oh, my gosh, look at this scene out here tonight with the sunset.
Yeah, you got
for the egregious selfie right there.
You got to get a picture of that for Twitter.
Had to. Ball sets at the 43-yard line now. First down and 10 here for Thunderbird. And you love to see them now come out here in the offset eye. They hand it off to the tailback. Room to run off the right tackle. Room to in the open space, 20. He tries to cut it inside, 10, 5. Touchdown, Thunderbird Titans. Elijah Little on the scamper, and once he got to the edge, they were not going to get him.
James, what a great piece of running by Little. Gets the handoff from Cohill, goes around the right side, it goes off right guard and right tackle, and once he gets around that right guard and right tackle, great blocking up front. Little was able to get around those defenders and use his God-given talent, his speed, and his vision to get down the football field and avoid all those defenders as he was able to fight his way into the end zone. Fantastic run by Elijah Little.
That's one of those that you absolutely cannot wait to see on the replay. On for the PAT now for Thunderbird. Penalty flags fly. Dead ball, false start. So they'll try it one more time. We'd like to also introduce another member of our talented Epic Sports Network crew, Miss Sonia Telez, getting things done for us at the house tonight, providing you with live highlights on Twitter. So make sure and follow us at Epic Sports TV, where you can find those highlights right there for you, available to enjoy. And then make sure and get yourself right back here to the broadcast, of course, right?
Absolutely.
The PAT is up and true. 1 minute and 54 seconds remaining here in our first quarter. We will step aside, take a short commercial timeout, and return for more Thursday Night Football right after this.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love, and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
Every time, just take that out.
Whether you're looking to burn calories or are on the path to earning your black belt, there is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class that covers exactly what you're searching for. Kids, teens, and adults of all skill levels, ages, and walks of life have turned to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for decades. Contact Gracie Baja North Phoenix 480-887-8673 and sign up for your free trial class today.
We welcome you back to Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix. The Titans on top of the Moon Valley Rockets 7-0. James Poovey coming to you live alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole. Ed, it's ironic. Moon Valley controlled the tempo there offensively in most of that first quarter, and then Thunderbird able to get the first points on the board.
Yeah, but you can control the tempo all you want, but can you get into the end zone? That's the main question.
Right.
If you can run up you can use the entire 12 minutes of a quarter if you want to, but if you don't get in the end zone,
doesn't really matter.
Doesn't really matter.
Touchback now for Moon Valley. They'll go back on offense here from their own 20-yard line. Once again, tomorrow night, the debut of the Friday Night Red Zone will be on the air at 7 p.m. on the Epic Sports Network. We'll be all over the Valley, and chances are we'll probably be checking in with the Basha Bears as well. I'm not sure who they have tomorrow night, but we'll check on that. They have the Westwood Warriors tomorrow night, I'm informed here by our producer, Mr. Adam Beadle. The Arizona High School Football Encyclopedia. Ogundipe gets the call for Moon Valley. And he just goes old school power football. That just keeps those legs churning. And come on and get you some of this. You're going to have a hard time bringing me down.
Yeah. So when you say to that defensive lineman, good luck. You're going to see me a lot tonight.
And that's the thing. You want to let them know, hey, this is going to happen over and over and over again tonight. All 4 quarters, as a matter of fact, we're going to dance.
Exactly. Can you handle me?
Can you take this? 2nd and 5 now for Moon Valley. They shift out of a double wing. Ogundipe once again gets the call, and then right there, right place, right time, sticking his nose in there on defense is Jake Montiel, the junior for the Thunderbird Titans. A great job coming up there and run support.
Yeah, don't you love the physical nature of the defense for the Titans, getting right up in there and knowing it's a running play, so it's going to be football. You're going to have hats on hats, helmets on helmets, and pads crash into each other. Like you said, James, there's about 1 million car crashes in the course of a football game, and that was one.
A gain of 3 on the play. 3rd down and 2 here now for Moon Valley. 1 receiver to each side for Miller Coleman. Under center, they send one in motion. Now they toss it, coming near side, right into the defense. And that was number 22 on the tote there for Moon Valley, Colton Carlson. Jake Montiel on the stop that time for the Thunderbird Titans. A great crowd on hand here tonight, and the marching band always doing a great job here for the Thunderbird Titans. We're going to feature a lot of those marching bands on the Friday Night Red Zone, so make sure you check in and check out that. We're also going to feature a lot of cheer squads. We're going to have some special segments regarding fans in the stands. A whole lot of fun coming tomorrow night right here on the Epic Sports Network. We've reached the end of our first quarter here at Thunderbird High School. The Titans on top of the Moon Valley Rockets 7-0. Stay with us. More Thursday Night Football coming up next right here on the Epic Sports Network.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all of my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout. Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the Precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive warranties available, guaranteed. Give us a chance to earn your business. Visit us today at Precision Air.
Second quarter about to commence here from Thunderbird High School in Phoenix as we welcome you back on the Epic Sports Network. Thursday Night Football on the air. The battle for I-17 right now. The Titans in control on the scoreboard. Moon Valley now. Miller Coleman with an RPO, and he's going to eat it in the backfield and then get it right in the teeth there, courtesy of the Thunderbird defense. Coming up in run support was Travis Woods and Tyler Woods. The Woods boys coming up there and laying the hammer.
Well, they did lay the hammer on DMC. Wow, what a great way of those two young men, the Woods boys, as you mentioned, to converge on DMC and bring him down right there. What a physical stick right there by Woods.
It really was. A loss of 4 on the play now. 2nd down and 14 coming here. DMC under center. He sends one in motion. Inside handoff, and we have penalty flags once again. That'll be a little movement up front, and it'll back the Moon Valley Rockets up 5 yards. Some exciting games coming up tomorrow night. Among those, the game of the night, without a doubt, the Huskies of Hamilton High School against the Liberty Lions, a 6A clash for the ages. And that game will be broadcast live on Your View, I believe, tomorrow night. And we'll be checking in with that on the Friday Night Red Zone. There you see big 76 coming in there for Thunderbird. Micah Fonseca, the 6'4", 315-pound defensive tackle, showing you a little bit of nimbleness right there, Ed.
Yeah, Fonseca be able to get Ogundipe and bring him down right there for the tackle.
3rd and Tonopah now upcoming here for Moon Valley. 3rd down and 18. Clock runs with 10.5 minutes remaining here in our first half. A great crowd on hand tonight. And we are glad you joined us here as well on the Epic Sports Network. DMC back to pass, a little designed screen. Ogundipe on the reception all the way out to the 35-yard line. So he'll pick up about 8 yards on the play. Make it 10. 4th down and 8 upcoming here. Will Moon Valley bring out the punting unit? And it looks like they will indeed do that.
Yeah, give credit for that Titans defense. Again, buckling down on another drive. They're really tightening things up, and they're making it physical and tough for Damian Miller-Coleman to move his offense.
I see what you did there with the tightening things up. Joseph Francis deep to receive there for the Thunderbird Titans. A little trouble with the snap. He gets the punt away, and it takes a Moon Valley bounce. Isaiah Gustafson, the kicker, the punter for Moon Valley. So 9:27 remaining here in our first half. Ball spotted at the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 Titans as they take the field here once again. 7-0. Thunderbird on top of Moon Valley. Once again, we got a lot of action around the Valley tonight. We'll get you some more scores here in just a moment. 7-0 here at Thunderbird High School. 9:27 remaining here in our first quarter, or second half.
Second quarter.
Sorry. Yeah, one of those.
Well, this game's moving so fast, it kind of feels like the second half, James.
It does. This game is clipping along. No kidding.
It really is.
It really is. 1st down and 10 now. Thunderbird, they hand it off. Up the B gap they go. And churning out about 4 yards or so is the Thunderbird offense. 2nd down and 6 upcoming. Perry taking care of business now. 26-0 over Desert Vista. Red Mountain 7-0 still over the Mesa Jackrabbits. Cortez 50-0 over Coronado. And that is early in the ball game. McClintock 15, Maricopa 8. We'll get you some more scores as we go. 2nd down and 6 now here for Thunderbird. One receiver to each side. They hand it off. Little on the scamper. He shakes a tackle at the 40, across the 30, and finally forced out of bounds on the far side. Moon Valley's number 12, Jason Lee, on the stop, but not before Elijah Little was off to the races.
Clearly the Rockets defense, they're having a rough time trying to bring down Elijah Little. Of course, he had that long touchdown scamper, putting it at 7-0, and another great run there by Little. Gets the handoff from his quarterback, Andrew Cohill, gets around that right side, and he's just continues to churn his legs and move the football up the field, avoids a tackle, getting even more yards as he was able to shed that would-be tackler, getting them in really good field position. 1st and 10 on the 26.
Moon Valley now, 1st down and 10. Ball at the 26. Correction, that's Thunderbird. And once again, movement before the snap. Andrew Cohill, the 5'11", 155-pound junior. Pretty effective so far here in this first half for this Thunderbird offense. And we have a Peyton Manning sighting, our first one of the evening here at Thunderbird Stadium. Always good to see him out here tonight at Jack Story Field. Anybody that comes by representing the Broncos is going to get a shout-out. You already know that, though. 1st and 15 now, an offset eye. He'll boot out to his left, set the feet, and the southpaw goes up top, completes it, and into the end zone for the touchdown. Will Clark The 6'5", 210-pound tight end out there in open space, and they weren't going to catch him once he got it into fifth gear.
Well, James, I don't know if Will Clark was Cahill's actual first target, but somehow he was able to see that football. He was already in a stride. He was already moving, and he was somehow able to turn his body, see the football coming to him. He grabs the football, catches it in stride, and goes into the end zone. Great throw from Cahill, maybe to Will Clark. Maybe he was looking for another wide receiver. But anyway, Will Clark catches the touchdown. Great job by the 6'5", 210-pounder.
As you said a little bit earlier in the broadcast, Ed, the bottom line is what's on that scoreboard.
That's
and
right.
Now there's 13 up there for Thunderbird as we await the PAT here for the Titans. And on for that PAT is number 80, Calvin Schuerman, 5'9", 150, and that one's blocked. So the PAT is unsuccessful, and with 8:31 remaining here in our first half, Thunderbird 13, Moon Valley 0. Stay with us. More Thursday Night Football coming up right after this.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to burn calories or are on the path to earning your black belt, there is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class that covers exactly what you're searching for. Kids, teens, and adults of all skill levels, ages, and walks of life have turned to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for decades. Contact Gracie Baja North Phoenix 480-887-8673 and sign up for your free trial class today.
Gracie Baja North Phoenix. Jiu-Jitsu for everyone.
We welcome you back to Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix. 13-0 our score. The Titans on top of the Rockets. James Spoovy alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole. And Ed, we got a really good one here tonight. The Thunderbird Titans started off a little sluggish on offense. Moon Valley, if you're joining us late, they were in command offensively, but couldn't quite punch it in. Thunderbird able to take advantage of the opportunities they've gotten here this evening. Ball fielded at the, a little trouble with it now. It's going to carry him into the end zone, and that will be a touchback. Andres Rodriguez back to receive there for Moon Valley. So the Rockets will go back on offense here.
James, when you looked at the Titans coming to this year, there was a lot of turnover on their offense. Carter Squires, they lost their starting quarterback. They lost Brady Fogelson, one of the best wide receivers in this game last season. They lost Sean Matthews, one of the best fullbacks. They lost Alexander Harlan. So there were questions about what this offense was going to be like with all these new faces, all these new pieces coming in. But so far, they look pretty good, up 13-0.
They do indeed look good. Coach Nolet has got these guys primed and ready to go. And they're having a great first half here of their 2023 season. 8:29 remaining here in that first half. A little double motion. They get confused as well, but the Thunderbird Titans defense not confused. And they swarm to the football. Led there by number 54, Christopher Rock. And Chris Rock in there getting things done.
Moon Valley called for an illegal shift. James, as their offense continues to struggle with these penalties, they are really bit by the penalty bug so far in the first half.
Penalties are what we call drive killers, Ed, and especially when you're deep in your own end.
Yes.
The Rockets break the huddle once again. All tied up between McClintock and Maricopa, 15 apiece now. Red Mountain on top, 14-0 over Mesa, and Perry still on top, 26-0 over the Desert Vista Thunder. 2nd and 10 here for Moon Valley. They hand it off inside. Ogundipe, a correction. That was number 11 on the carry, Diego Contreras, and no one fooled on that Thunderbird defense.
No, sir. The Titans defense has come to play in this first half. They just continue to get stronger and stronger every single possession, James.
They sure do. 3rd and 13 now here. Well, it says 3rd and 13, but the sticks say 3rd and 10, so we're going to go with that. 3rd and 10 from the 20. Moon Valley now breaks the huddle. One receiver up top. Miller Coleman now under center. He's going to boot out, go to the air. He's got a man at the 35, off to the races, out near the 50, and finally blasted out of bounds. That's Michael McCardle. And the senior off and running there for Moon Valley. A big play on 3rd down and 10.
Wow, the Rockets were desperate for a play like that, James, right? You know, they were down. They got a penalty, backed them up, and now they got a really good play from Damian Miller-Coleman. He rolls out, gets the snap, sees Michael McCardle out there wide open, fires the football. Great, accurate throw to McCardle. Nice big target, and McCardle does the rest, getting them right at midfield, 1st and 10 on the 50. Desperately something the Rockets needed on offense.
Might light a fire under these guys here. Underneath 7.5 minutes remaining here in our first half. And there you go, more penalty flags.
It's against Thunderbird.
They might have had 12 men on the field there for a moment and maybe got away with it. I think they're putting their flag back. No, there was 12 men on the field, so they correct it. And Moon Valley, the beneficiaries there, they'll get free 5 yards on that play. So it'll be 1st and 5 now for the Rockets.
When your offense is scuffling, James, and you're down 13, we'll take 5 extra free yards.
Every single time. Miller Coleman drops back, goes to the air. He's got a man, and it's too tall, off the fingertips of the intended target. And, oh, that one's going to hurt. Oh. Diego Contreras outran the defense, got open, and then the ball just out past the fingertips, unable to haul it in.
Oh,
wow.
J.P. Contreras had it in his fingertips. He had that catch. As you mentioned, outran the defense, had it. It was in his fingertips. If he could have held on to that football, that would have been an amazing touchdown, but it's all for naught.
A thing of beauty there if it's complete.
That was a great throw.
2nd and 5 now for Moon Valley.
Sorry about that, JP. No, that was a great throw by Miller Coleman, wasn't it?
It was indeed. We'll see if he takes another shot here. He's going to hand it off inside now. Ogundipe gets the call, and the whistles blow now. A couple of Thunderbird Titans in there on the hunt, and leading the charge that time was 44 Brian Walker.
You know, even though that play from Miller Coleman to Contreras didn't work, it doesn't mean that they can't go back to it. That means that they know that they can throw in this defense. They just have to continue to go after it and continue to go back. They just can't. They just can't scrap that play because it didn't work.
There you see everybody staying loose on the sideline now. 3rd and 3 here. A toss to Ogundipe. He barely gets the ball, and now it's loose. I wasn't sure if he got that or not, Ed. The ball hits the carpet, and it'll be Thunderbird Titans football.
Yeah, James, that wasn't the cleanest of handoffs, wasn't the cleanest of tosses.
Yeah, he tossed it out there like a loaf of bread, and unfortunately he was not able to corral that thing and put it away and get upfield before it got loose. And now Thunderbird back on offense just like that.
And how many times did we talk about this? We talk about it on the Northern Arizona Wranglers level. We talk about it here on the high school level. The importance of holding on to the football and not turning it over, James, in a game when you're down 13 points and you need points at the most opportune. This is an opportune time for you to drive and get a score, and you turn the football over. What a deflating thing for the Rockets to have to go through.
It really is unfortunate there because they really had a nice little drive cooking there for a moment.
Mm-hmm, they did.
6:35 remaining here in our first half. 3 receivers to the near side. They go that way on a quick hitter across the 45, across the 50, finally brought down. That is number 6, Devin Yates on the carry. He got a little quick screen pass there, the 5'8", 140-pound junior, and took it for positive yardage. A gain of 6 on the play. 2nd and 4 upcoming. Make it a gain of 7, 2nd and 3 upcoming.
Second down.
So glad you joined us here tonight on the Epic Sports Network. Make sure you hit that subscribe button And go ahead and figure out what you're going to eat and drink tomorrow night as you enjoy a history-making night of Arizona high school football. Ed Cole's going to join me on the Friday Night Red Zone, and we're going to have a great time. Scottsdale Preparatory Academy 27-0, the final over Hopi. Superior and Tempe Prep, no score there. Estrella, Foothills, and Yonker, the Rough Riders, doing battle tonight. 22-15 now, the Maricopa Rams trailing the McClintock Chargers. Had to change that vernacular up really quick in the head there, Adam.
Got a good game out there in Maricopa, huh, James?
Yes, we will. We had the Maricopa Rams on Thursday Night Football for the last 3 seasons, as a matter of fact, Ed. They started things out, believe it or not, back in 2020.
Sure did.
Up top it goes across the 40-yard line. Will Clark on the reception that time for Thunderbird. 6'5", you mentioned it, the big target out there for this Titans offense.
So Cohill's got Joseph Francis, a 6'2" wide receiver. He's got Will Clark right there, who he threw a touchdown pass and, of course, just threw the completion to. Nice for a quarterback to have a 6'2" wide receiver and a 6'5" wide receiver at his disposal, right?
A couple of good problems to have, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Considering it's going to be hard to find a lot of 6-foot defensive backs here in high school football that can can really cover space. Inside handoff now for Thunderbird. The ball's loose. It's on the carpet, and Thunderbird, I believe, recovers somehow. You folks at home there have a better view than we do. But that was nearly disastrous there for Thunderbird, and that would have given Moon Valley a big-time boost there with just over 6 minutes remaining here in our first half.
Oh, yes, sir. It sure would have if the Rockets could have recovered that, but luckily for Thunderbird, in their case, they were able to recover it. I believe Tyler. I'm sorry,
Ed. Go ahead.
I was going to say I believe Tyler Woods was the recipient of the football and fumbled it, so he came right off the sidelines right after that play.
Funny how that happens, isn't it? Andrew Cohill directing traffic there from the shotgun here for the Titans. An offset eye. They hand it off. Little with room to run. He found a little crease, if you will, and then finally upended on the play there by number 47, Carmelo GOW, the junior.
Lucas made the stop for Moon Valley.
3rd and 3 upcoming here. We'll see if Thunderbird can keep the offense moving as we near halftime. We got a couple special guests coming up at the half. Mr. Jacob Saliga from Rivals and Arizona High School Football will join us. ArizonaVarsity.com, I should say, Jacob Saliga. And then we have Timothy Tynan from the Basha Bears going to join us here as well at the half. Stay with us. Thunderbird completes it on the near side, turning upfield near the 15-yard line. Will Clark on the reception. Keon Harrison on the stop that time for Moon Valley. And once again, the Titans moving the chains.
You know, it would behoove the Rockets defense to have somebody to actually cover Will Clark because he was wide open out there in the flat. Cohill saw number 19 about as wide open as you're going to get for a wide receiver. Again, 6'5", 210. You've got to have guys to cover him.
You absolutely do. That's one of those guys you have to have a spy on, Ed. You got to know exactly where he's at every single play.
Yes, because Elijah Little and Will Clark are slicing this Rockets defense up.
Now you see the Titans come out, power football, I formation, Greg Smith in at fullback, and we have a timeout on the field called by the Thunderbird Titans. So we'll step aside and take that timeout with them. You're watching Thursday Night Football here on the Epic Sports Network. We'll be right back to 19th Avenue and Thunderbird in 1 minute.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout! Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive warranties available, guaranteed. Give us a chance to earn your business. Visit us today at precisionaironplumbing.com.
We welcome you back to Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix. 5 minutes and 2 seconds remaining here in our first half. The Titans on top 13-0. Out of an I formation now. They hand it off to the big fella, Greg Smith. He rumbles across the 10-yard line. And Smith finally brought down by Christian Vasquez, but not before Vasquez had to get underneath his pads and take Greg Smith down to the turf.
You see the Titans offense attacking the middle of that Rockets defensive line. They're trying to break down that middle by getting a big guy like Greg Smith, who also plays middle linebacker, a big fullback like that, to a battering ram to just go straight up that A-gap.
So we have no height and weight on Greg Smith, Ed. I'm going to let you guess. And now perfect time for a penalty flag.
Fifth-year senior.
A fifth-year – no. Greg Smith, I'm going to put him at 5'7", 205 pounds. Ed, what are your thoughts? Hold on. You want to get the binoculars and then readjust?
He's smaller than 5'7".
Think so?
I think he's like 5'5", 220.
He is bringing it offset eye now for Thunderbird. They hand it off to the tailback. This is Elijah Little. And he weaves his way down to the 10-yard line. It takes 4 Moon Valley Rockets to get him on the turf as he weaves down to 1 yard shy of the line to gain. It'll be 4th and 1. And what do you do here if you're Thunderbird?
I mean, the running game has been playing really well so far, so why not give it back to a Greg Smith or an Elijah Little if that's what they decide to do? Those guys have been running the ball really well so far, so let Cole Hill hand off to either one of those guys because they've been playing outstanding as far as the running game's going. The Titans have run the ball really well.
We'll see if they stay with that run game right here.
Little's back there right off the right side of Cohill.
Little is the tailback. Travis Woods, the fullback. They give it to Woods. On the quick hitter, he plunges down to the 7-yard line, maybe the 8, but it's good enough for a Titans first down, and it'll be 1st and goal Thunderbird now with 3.5 minutes remaining here in our second quarter. Sorry.
Here's the thing with football teams, James, and folks, you already know this if you're football fans. If you can establish your running game early on in the season, that's going to set you up really well for success throughout the course of the season. If you can get that thing, establish that run game early on, wow.
Thunderbird now on a little sweep, and Elijah Little through the middle for a Thunderbird Titans touchdown. Little up the middle, making it look easy for Coach Nolette and the Thunderbird Titans as they flash the LEDs here at Thunderbird Jack Story Field. How about it? It's all Titans here thus far, 19-0 with the PAT pending.
Titans taking command with that running game, James. 2 rushing touchdowns from Elijah Little. Of course, Cole Hill hit Will Clark for that touchdown to make it 13-0. Now it's 19-0 pending the extra point.
On for the PAT, it's up and true. Calvin Schuerman puts the Titans on top 20-0. 3:08 remaining here in our first half. We'll step aside, take a short timeout, and return to Jack Story Field in just a minute.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to burn calories or are on the path to earning your black belt, there is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class that covers exactly what you're searching for. Kids, teens, and adults of all skill levels, ages, and walks of life have turned to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for decades. Contact Gracie Baja North Phoenix 480-887-8673 and sign up for your free trial class today.
Gracie Baja North Phoenix. Jiu-Jitsu for everyone.
We welcome you back to Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix. The Moon Valley Rockets trailing the Thunderbird Titans 20-0. Just over 3 minutes remaining here in our first half. Ball fielded at the goal line, brought out across the 10, and then he is walloped at the 15. A host of Titans on the hunt there on special teams. Among those guys in there on the fracas was Kyle Montiel. Not the first time we've talked about Mr. Montiel this evening.
No, sir. We've called his name at least 3 or 4 times.
3:02 remaining here in our first half. We're so glad you joined us tonight on the Epic Sports Network. Don't forget to join us tomorrow night as well, 7 p.m. for the kickoff, literal kickoff of the Friday night Red Zone. We are so excited. Some great games we're going to feature tomorrow night. We're going to go over some of those games here during that second half of action here tonight on Thursday Night Football. First down and 10 now for the Moon Valley Rockets. From their 16, swing pass, complete. That is number 11, Diego Contreras. And Contreras shut down after about 2 or 3 yards on the gain.
Give Contreras credit. He kept fighting even though he saw so many black jerseys coming after him. He was not going to be denied. He was going to try to get as many yards as he could. He got 5 yards out of it, so that's a moral victory of sorts for Contreras, considering who he was going up against.
2nd and 5 upcoming here for Moon Valley. Clock winds with under 2.5 to play here in the first half. Thunderbird shuffles players on and off the field one more time. And our officiating crew, led by Mr. Brian Dow, blows us ready for play. Hand it off inside, and right there, not fooled for a moment, is once again that Thunderbird defense. And that was Ogun Dipe on the call that time for Moon Valley, and he has taken a beating here in this first half.
Not a lot of space for Ogun Dipe to run, because as soon as he gets the football, those black jerseys are swarming him, James. It's hard for this Rockets offense to get anything going because this Titans defense is so strong so far.
Timeout on the field. We'll take that timeout with them. You're watching Thursday Night Football here on the Epic Sports Network. Back to Thunderbird High School in a moment.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout!
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout! Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort.
We welcome you back to Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix. 20-0, the Titans on top of the Moon Valley Rockets. Miller Coleman now DMC under center. Play fake. He looks near side. Swings it out. It's incomplete. Couldn't tell if he hauled that in or not. The intended target was once again Diego Contreras. And great coverage on the back end once again there for Thunderbird, forcing the 4th and 4.
Titans in the first half having their way with the Rockets. Offensively, defensively, special teams, they look really strong and physical. Thunderbird looks really good so far in the first 2 quarters, James.
They do indeed. I'm impressed with what this Titans have done here this evening in all 3 phases, really, Ed. They've played exceptional football. Back deep to receive for Thunderbird, number 7, Elijah Little. Very dangerous. He signals Peter, everybody get away from that football. It takes a Moon Valley bounce down to the 40-yard line where it's down there by Jason Lee. So that's where the Titans will go back on offense here, leading 20-0. And I tell you, if you're Moon Valley right now, Ed, you just got to try to get a stop and not let Thunderbird have any more score here before the half.
See, you were kind of thinking what I was thinking a little bit. I was thinking that was a crucial drive for the Rockets to go down and get a score right before the half. You don't want to go into halftime down 20-0, so it was imperative for the Rockets to get down there, get a score, whether it's 3, 6, 7 points. But unfortunately for them, they were not able to do that. But there's still 153. There's still time remaining. Who knows what could happen in the last under 2 minutes.
A whole lot more football to be played here tonight for sure. 3-by-1 on the outside now for Cohill on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he hands it off inside. Elijah Little, he's got some wiggle across midfield, and Elijah Little, oh my goodness, this guy is tough to tackle, especially when he gets in open space. He may have moved the chains there for Thunderbird. He did indeed. 1st and 10, Thunderbird Titans.
We always use that E word, elusivity, when we describe running backs and wide receivers that can do that can just contort their bodies and just see the football field so well. And Elijah Little's done that at an extremely high clip so far with 2 touchdowns and running the ball very well.
Little once again in the backfield. Not everybody set there at the snap, so that's going to be illegal motion there. And nice job there by our score bug operator, Mr. Brecken Poovey, tonight, doing a great job queuing up that flag for us on there. It's a team effort here tonight, a family effort, if you will, here at Thunderbird High School. Dallas also doing a great job for us here tonight as well. He'll be taking over scorebug duties next week. And speaking of next week, we got a good one for you, a special Wednesday night edition out of Eastmark High School. Ed, it's going to be the first girls flag football broadcast in Arizona history.
Yes, I'm excited to see the ladies, see what they can do.
It's going to be fun.
That is going to be a great one.
1st down and 15 now here for Thunderbird. They hand it off inside, and a blast there in the middle. And that was big number 76 coming in there for Moon Valley. And let me tell you what, cleaning out the kitchen. Oh, my goodness.
You better believe he did.
Colin Lucas. We got no height and weight on Mr. Lucas, but I guarantee you he's approaching that 3 bill mark.
I'll tell you, Tyler Woods felt every bit of that height and weight for number 76.
Did he ever?
You believe he did. You saw the way he got swung around?
Man, he did indeed.
My goodness.
Dropping back to throw over the middle. Tip drill. It's incomplete. I think 3 or 4 Thunderbird Titans might have touched that football before it finally hit the turf.
Yeah. Cohill was looking for number 19, Will Clark, over the middle, but wasn't able to make that completion. And luckily for Cohill, that was not picked because it was up for grabs. Could have been intercepted.
3rd down and 14 here for Thunderbird. Moon Valley, they want to pin those ears back here and come after that quarterback. Two by one on the outside now for Cohill. He goes to the air. It's complete at the 35, and then the ball's jarred loose. Did he have it before it was loose is the question, Ed. It doesn't look like he had possession. They rule it initially incomplete on the field. And as you can imagine here, we don't have our NFL sideline replay crew here to help out our officials, so that's probably going to stand as an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I was just going to say, did he complete that football move once he caught the football, but he was not able to complete the move. The ball was knocked out. Great defense right there. Great aggressiveness to knock that football away off the completion.
No challenge flag either here in Arizona high school football for these coaches, but you know if that was Coach Les Moss out there, that red flag would already be in the air.
You better believe Coach Moss would have thrown that out there.
4th and 14 now as the punting unit comes on for Thunderbird. A high end-over-end kick. Hits at the 20-yard line and then takes a Thunderbird bounce. It's going to die at the 3-yard line. And how about the special teams play there for Thunderbird? Just what the doctor ordered, and then that is going to be a huge net punt for the special teams unit of the Titans.
Absolutely. With 43 seconds left, they pinned the Rockets offense way back at their own 2-yard line, actually.
Folks, don't forget, stay with us here at halftime. Our producer will be interviewing a couple very special guests, Mr. Jacob Saliga joining us, and also the kicker, Tim Tynan, from the Basha Bears also joining us here at halftime. So that's going to be a great halftime for you. Make sure and stay with us. Maybe go ahead and get yourself a cold beverage or refill that nacho plate really quick here before the halftime. You don't want to miss it, right, Ed?
I'm telling you, that championship ring over there, Tim, is blinding me.
Yeah, you're going to have to see some of that on camera here when we get to the halftime because that thing
I can't
is
see.
blinged out. Man, I thought our Wranglers ring was big, Ed.
Goodness.
My goodness. Thunderbird down near the goal line.
That's a good-looking ring right there. Oh, is he going to let me hold it?
Timeout on the field called by the Thunderbird Titans. So 32 seconds remaining here in the first half. We'll keep it right here, folks.
JP, look at this ring, buddy.
Good-looking stuff right there. Oh, my goodness.
That is beautiful.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to burn calories or are on the path to earning your black belt, there is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class that covers exactly what you're searching for. Kids, teens, and adults of all skill levels, ages, and walks of life have turned to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for decades. Contact Gracie Baja North Phoenix 480-887-8673 and sign up for your free trial class today.
Gracie Baja North Phoenix. Jiu-Jitsu for everyone.
We welcome you back here on the Epic Sports Network. 32 seconds remaining here in our first half. The Titans 20 and the Moon Valley Rockets 0. Moon Valley now back on offense here. DMC under center, and he's got a full house backfield here, Ed. You love to see it. They hand it off. And just trying to get clear of that goal line with a little bit of room to work. Time winds here as we approach 15 seconds remaining here in our first half.
That's what Miller Coleman wants to do. A, run the clock out, and B, get a little bit of extra space. Get your guys out of your own end zone because you don't want to risk a safety.
Absolutely not. I mean, if you think about it, Ed, 20-0 is definitely a recoverable score here if you make the proper halftime adjustments. And we have reached halftime here at Thunderbird High School's Jack Story Field. The Titans on top 20-0 over the visiting Moon Valley Rockets. Stay with us here. Halftime festivities coming up next. We got a good halftime for you. Special guests aplenty when we return here on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout! Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive warranties available, guaranteed. Give us a chance to earn your business. Visit us today at precisionairandplumbing.com.
With 6 Valley locations, Burrito Express is your place to go for the best burrito in town. This is Burrito Express.
Burrito Express has been your local burrito joint since 1995, but hey, don't just take our word for it. Ask the mayor of Arizona High School football himself.
Chicken Burrito Supreme, that is my go-to. Can't go wrong with Burrito Express.
Burrito Express, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network.
Come along with me each and every Friday night as I take you all around the Grand Canyon State. James Tooby here, your host, and welcome to the Friday Night Red Zone. We'll feature live look-ins on action covering all divisions, as well as live updates from sidelines around the state. We'll also check in on players being recruited by Arizona colleges, playing live around the nation. 3 hours of commercial-free football starts Friday night, August 25th, right here on the Friday Night Red Zone.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout!
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout! Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive warranties available, guaranteed. Give us a chance to earn your business. Visit us today at precisionairandplumbing.com.
We welcome you back. Halftime here on the Epic Sports Network. Thunderbird leading 20-0 over Moon Valley. I'm here with Jacob Saliga from ArizonaVarsity.com. Jacob, thanks for stopping with us for this halftime. It's great to have you. First of all, looking at this team, just what you've seen from the first half from Thunderbird, what has stuck out to you so far?
Well, I think the big thing that stuck out to me so far is that this defensive line is just as dominant as they were last season, and that starts up front with Ryan Cavalavi, defensive end, who's returning, blowing up plays in the backfield there all day long. The front seven, Thunderbird has been really dominant. I'm very impressed with how well this secondary has held up. I know they graduated 3 starters from last year, and to see them hold up the way that they have has been good.
And talk about Elijah Little running the ball very well for Thunder tonight, got a couple of touchdowns. What have you seen from him that you've liked so far?
I really like how patient he is as a runner. You can see him waiting to see his blocks develop, looking for the right gap to go into and rush through. You see him really bouncing to the outside, but also finding a way to bounce up into the middle. And you saw it on that first touchdown, his ability to wait until his blocker got to the right guy. Then with the cutback, really patient as a runner. I really am impressed.
Looking at Moon Valley, obviously down 20-0 at halftime. What do you think coach is going in there at halftime telling his guys on some of the adjustments they need to make for this very star power heavy Thunderbird offense?
I would say he's definitely telling them to clean up the mistakes on offense. They did struggle with getting the play going right away at the start of the snap. A couple delay of game penalties, couple of false starts. They really have to clean that up here in the second half if they want to get back into this one. Keep the rushing game going. Really was working in the first quarter. Shied away from it in the second quarter as Thunderbird started to pull away. So they play their style of game. They can be competitive.
Well, we're definitely looking forward to the second half of this game between Thunderbird and Moon Valley. But now's the fun stuff. Now we get to talk about kind of tomorrow night and what we're going to be expecting going into this weekend. Obviously, the game everyone is talking about this week. It's Hamilton versus Liberty. You and I were kind of talking about it before the game, talking about what we were going to expect from both teams, you know, what they have coming in, returning what we have that's new. What sticks out to you the most about this matchup?
Well, I think it's going to be power on power. We know how great that Hamilton offensive line is, the biggest line in the state of Arizona, arguably on the West Coast. We know how physical they are. And it's the same thing with the Liberty offensive line, just as big, just as powerful. You have Ryan Wolfer, who was able to move over to tight end simply because of the fact that they have so much depth on that offensive line. How those two offensive lines perform tomorrow night will be key to how the game goes for one another.
And talking about Liberty, their quarterback, Navi Bruzon, the reigning Gatorade Player of the Year, losing probably a star wide receiver in Prince Zombo. Who do you think he's going to be looking for tomorrow night on the wide receiver side?
Well, he does have Braylon Gardner, who will be transitioning from tight end out to an outside receiver. 6'3", very physical, can really bully opposing corners and safeties with just how big he is out there. Ryan Jezero, senior, didn't really get as much playing time behind Jaquay Anderson and Prince Zombo last season, but he will be able to, I think, really show out this year. And then obviously Ryan Wolfer, who I just mentioned, who's making the transition to tight end. Very physical, good hands, good speed out there for his size.
and on the defensive side for the Hamilton Huskies. Obviously, losing a couple guys from that 2023 class, one of the best Hamilton classes we've ever seen. They've got some guys returning on defense, guys like Najee Sherrod, guys like Caleb Smith. What are some things we can expect from the defensive side from Hamilton as far as players stepping into those roles that used to be played, guys like Genesis Smith and guys like Alex McLaughlin?
Well, I think the linebackers, you have to start with that when you're talking about this Hamilton team. That core with those linebackers is just as good as anybody in the state. And I think those guys are going to be very crucial tomorrow night. I think if they are able to get themselves going, like you mentioned with Najee Sherrod, Jaden Gilstrap and others, if they are able to play their style of ball, they can keep themselves competitive against a high-scoring Liberty offense.
Definitely looking forward to this matchup between Hamilton and Liberty. Probably what may potentially be an open division final preview, an open division semifinal preview. I guarantee we will see both of these teams face each other into open division. Looking at some of the other games that are going on tomorrow night, what are some of the games you're most excited for?
I'm excited for Desert Edge Centennial. We know there's a budding rivalry developing there. I'm excited to see Cactus and Sunny Slope face off. I have my eye on Campo Verde and Higley. And I'm also excited to see how this Shadow Ridge and Tulsa matchup goes. Two teams full of young talent. Jaden Pico, the 2026 quarterback for Shadow Ridge, and then obviously Rico Blasingame and the varsity debut to Kristen Escobedo at quarterback. Two young teams I'm excited to see.
Well, we really do appreciate you joining us here on the Epic Sports Network at halftime, where Thunderbird leads over Moon Valley 20-0. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we will have Timothy Tynan, the kicker over at Basha High School, joining us on the show. We can't wait. Stick around. We'll be right back.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout. Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive warranties available, guaranteed. Give us a chance to earn your business. Visit us today at precisionairandplumbing.com.
We welcome you back to the Epic Sports Network here, halftime, in a game where Thunderbird leads over Moon Valley 20-0. I'm here with Basha High School kicker Timothy Tynan. You and I have kind of done this a lot talking. I don't think many people actually know that you and I kind of go back a little bit. Way back. Bogle Junior High School, shout out there. It's first state championship in school history. It's pretty cool. Anyways, I want to talk about you, though. A lot of, we get reporters out here talking about the guys in the offense, guys in the defense. Obviously, you got guys like Damon Williams, guys like Miles Lockhart. But for you, looking at special teams, how has the offseason been for you, and how are you feeling going into the season?
It's been great. I'm feeling great. I really worked on my strength and my mental performance all summer, and I had a lot of help from a lot of coaches, and I'm feeling more than confident going into the season.
You guys play a Westwood team tomorrow. What are you hoping to see in terms? I know you'll probably get to kick a decent amount of field goals tomorrow night. What is it? How important is it for you going into game one to really just focus on your craft and tune yourself in for the season?
It's really important. I think more important for my unit. My snapper's only a sophomore, so get him dialed in, get my holder dialed in. First game back, get all the jitters out, but I think it's going to be smooth.
Looking at your schedule this season, you guys play a lot of really good opponents, especially an open division championship rematch week 3 against the Saguaro SaberCats. What are you looking forward to the most in that game?
Man, as a kicker, I just stand on the sidelines and watch. I'm looking forward to watching my boys ball out.
Yeah.
Rematch of the state game, so I'm looking forward to the energy, the crowd. I'm looking forward to all of it. I love it all.
Instead of coming from a coach's perspective and more of a player's perspective, who have you seen, I guess, one, grow the most this offseason, and two, who are you most excited to watch on your team going into this season?
Ooh. Wow. Hold on. I think there's two guys, one on offense, one on defense.
Okay.
On offense, I say TJ Pennington.
Okay.
He's a receiver flying under the radar. He's got one offer. He's going to be big. He's a big, fast, strong guy. On defense, Juice, Jamison Stamps.
Yep.
Juice has grown a lot. He's gotten a lot stronger. That man's going to be great on the opposite side of Miles.
You guys have some of the guys returning on the offensive line, but also having some new guys in. What has that communication been like between you, your long snapper, and then also them coordinating with Damon too? What has that kind of been like this offseason?
It's different for me than for Damon, definitely, because, I don't have my life on the line every play. But, for me, it's been easy. I know all my guys have been doing a great job blocking on my field goals. And then for Damon, we've looked strong. They're still working on everything, but, everybody grows as the season goes on, so that's expected.
Not talking about Basha, kind of talking about some of the other teams. Is there a specific matchup you're interested to see between two teams this season that's maybe not related to Basha, or it could be related to Basha?
Yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to this week 1 Hamilton-Liberty.
Yeah.
That's going to show how a lot of this year is going to go.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to Basha-Liberty, the rematch.
Yep.
Or not Basha-Liberty, Basha-Hamilton.
Yep, yep.
That's what I meant. And then,
You can look forward to Basha Liberty too, you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Taking the L, trying to get redemption.
Oh, yeah.
They do have this, though. Let's take a look at this. Can I see this real quick?
Yep.
This Coach McDonald over here getting his players looking right. That is some flashy bling right there. Looking good. Well, Tim, really do appreciate you coming on this halftime show. It's always a great time seeing you. I know you're not at Hamilton anymore like you were your freshman, sophomore year, so we don't get to see you a lot. But doing some great stuff over at Basha. Really excited to watch you this season. Really excited to watch the Basha Bears play this season.
I appreciate it.
So good luck. It's been great
Thank
having
you.
Yep,
Thank you.
We will be right back. Currently 20-0 Thunderbird leading over Moon Valley in this game on Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network. We're going to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll be back with more football on the Epic Sports Network.
Come along with me each and every Friday night as I take you all around the Grand Canyon State. James Poobie here, your host, and welcome to the Friday Night Red Zone. We'll feature live look-ins on action covering all divisions, as well as live updates from sidelines around the state. We'll also check in on players being recruited by Arizona colleges playing live around the nation. 3 hours of commercial-free football starts Friday night, August 25th, right here on the Friday Night Red Zone. We welcome you back here on the Epic Sports Network. We're about ready for our second half between the Thunderbird Titans and the Moon Valley Rockets. James Poobie alongside Mr. Adam Beadle. Adam, we got something exciting coming for everybody tomorrow night. The Friday Night Red Zone debuts tomorrow night, 7 p.m., right here on the Epic Sports Network. We are going to have some fun.
It is going to be a lot of fun, and we've been spending a lot of time on this. We were on a meeting last night talking about this, finally getting everything working. There's a lot to look forward to, a lot of great matchups coming into week 1. We got, of course, Hamilton-Liberty. We've already talked about it multiple times. Games like Saguaro, ALA Queen Creek, Centennial Desert Edge, which could be one of the biggest matchups of the season.
Yes.
A lot to look forward to week 1.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun slate of games tomorrow night, and not only are we going to pay attention to those 8 feature games that we announced earlier this week, but we're going to check in on action happening all around the state from 1A to 6A, and then we've got a couple kids that we're going to look at that are playing high school football around the nation being recruited by ASU and U of A, so there's a lot of moving parts tomorrow night. And then we got sideline reporters, Adam.
Yep.
We got Jacob Saliga. We got Mr. Brett Quintine. We got people checking in from all around the state. Javier Morales, Andy Morales from Southern Arizona.
Cody Cameron.
They're going to be checking in from the South Point game tomorrow night. Cody T. Cameron's going to check in with us tomorrow night. It's going to be a fun night of football as we take you all around the Grand Canyon State. So make sure you smash that subscribe button and get ready, because we are less than 24 hours away, if you can believe that, my friend.
You
Kinda
said, you
scary,
said
isn't
that,
it?
and I'm like, whoa. You got to think about it. It's setting
Ooh.
in something we've been planning, something we've been talking about for a really, really long time, and now to see it finally come into picture, and it's just so surreal. And I mean, us just even working on it last night, you had several moments where you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. So it just really is really cool to see.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time. We're going to take you all around. So just get ready to sit back, relax, and enjoy 3 hours of commercial-free football. Starts tomorrow night, 7 p.m., right here on the Epic Sports Network. We got about 2.5 minutes remaining until the second half. What do you think we're going to see here in half number 2, Adam?
With 6 Valley locations, Burrito Express is your place to go for the best burrito in town. This is Burrito Express.
Burrito Express has been your local burrito joint since 1995, but hey, don't just take our word for it. Ask the mayor of Arizona High School football himself.
Chicken Burrito Supreme, that is my go-to. Can't go wrong with Burrito Express.
Burrito Express, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout! Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive warranties available, guaranteed. Give us a chance to earn your business. Visit us today at precisionairandplumbing.com.
We welcome you back to Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix. Moon Valley and Thunderbird preparing to do battle here as we welcome you back. 20-0 our halftime score. The Thunderbird Titans really having their way with Moon Valley there in that first half. And all you can hope if you're Moon Valley is you come out here and try to get some points on the board and get some confidence in your football team.
And here's the thing, James. You can't get 20 points on one play or one drive. So you've got to take it play by play, drive by drive if you want to get back into this football game. But as like you mentioned, like Adam mentioned, you've got to start with the first drive. You've got to drive down the field, get a score. As you mentioned, get that confidence back, get the feeling back, get the feeling that you are back in this football game because it's only 20-0. It's not an insurmountable lead in this game of high school football. 20-0 can be wiped out and erased in a matter of minutes if you play your cards right.
So true, Ed. Absolutely true. We're ready for the second half kickoff here between Thunderbird and Moon Valley, and we're so glad you joined us here this evening on the Epic Sports Network. Back deep to receive, the very dangerous, as we saw there in the first half, Elijah Little. This guy, if he gets into the open space, look out, because he is going to get a full head of steam, and if he gets that head of steam, he's going to be quite hard to stop.
Absolutely. 2 touchdowns in the first half and just a number of really spectacular long runs, putting the Titans in really good field position. So as you mentioned, it's on the Rockets defense to try to do something to counteract what Elijah Little's been able to do so far.
Little back deep to receive for Moon Valley. And Thunderbird, much to the dismay of Moon Valley, will go on offense here to open this second half. But you know what? That might be just what they need is a little defensive stop to spur that offense into gear. at the 25-yard line. A special teams tackle there for Moon Valley. That was number 9, Keon Harrison, coming up there and making the stick in the open field. A great-looking play to open the second half for Moon Valley.
Yeah, him and also number 64, Chance Miller, the middle linebacker / offensive guard. Great start for them on special teams, at least, to put the Titans where they are right now at the, what is that, the 24-yard line? Yep, 24.
24-yard line, the ball rests. First down and 10, Thunderbird, just inside our third quarter of action here. James Poovey alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole.
We always talk about those halftime adjustments, right, James? Are the adjustments that the Rockets made at halftime for that 15 minutes, will it work? We'll see over the next 24 minutes.
We shall see. 2-by-1 on the outside now for Andrew Cohill. He's under center now on first down and 10. He tosses it near side. Here comes Elijah Little. Flag in the backfield. Room to run, but it's probably going to be a hold. He eludes a tackle at the 30, cuts it inside, and all the way to the house for the touchdown. But Elijah Little, unfortunately, that's probably going to come back because that flag is usually in the general vicinity of the hole.
Usually. I don't know if they're going to get his wide receiver mate, Ryan Calcaterra, maybe on a hold because he was holding the defender on that outside, allowing, got him on the hold. Yeah, I don't know if they called it on Calcaterra because he did hold that defender, allowing a little to get around that side. You saw that.
Usually when it's too good to be true in the game of football, it probably is. When you got that much room to run with nobody else in the same zip code, something else happened.
And when you're holding a guy and it's just you two out there in the open and there's no other bodies around you, usually you will get caught.
Every time. So Moon Valley now the beneficiaries of that penalty, backing the ball up to the Thunderbird 14-yard line.
Oh, and that wiped out a beautiful run by Little too, didn't it?
It did indeed. You see that guy get going up the field. It is a thing to watch.
Mm-hmm. A thing of beauty.
So they spot the ball right in the center of the field at the 14-yard line. 11:40 remaining here in our first quarter.
Flag on the play.
Another penalty flag here as we're once again adjusting our top shot here for you. So glad you joined us this evening on the Epic Sports Network. Other scores around the valley as we check the penalty flag. Superior, the Panthers 36, the Tempe Prep Knights 0, Estrella Foothills 20, Yunker, the Rough Riders 11, American Leadership Academy West Foothills 28, Wickenburg, the Wranglers 6. Here, 20-0 Thunderbird over Moon Valley. Other scores we'll get you here in just a little bit. First and Tonopah now for the Thunderbird Titans. Near side they come. A swing pass and taken off his feet. Number 2 coming up there in run support, Christian Vasquez, and a magnificent open field tackle on number 19, Will Clark. Not easy to do there, Ed.
That was great. Actually, that was Matt Hornberg.
Oh, Matt Hornberg, my mistake.
It's okay, 17-19, they look alike. But, yeah, as you mentioned, a great tackle, great open field tackle by Vasquez to bring down Hornberg.
At the half, the Perry Pumas 41 and the Desert Vista Thunder 7. How about it? Coach Joe Ortiz got those Perry Pumas playing some football out there. We're going to pay attention to those guys all season long. We had them on last year against the Dobson Mustangs. A swing pass complete to Hornberg. He cuts it back upfield, still on his feet, and finally brought down on the play by a few Thunderbird Titans.
Those missed tackles by the Rockets defense really hurts. They could have had Hornberg right at the point of where Cohill hit him for that tackle, but Hornberg was actually able to shed that tackle and shed another tackle, getting some more yards. They've got 3rd and 8, made up some yards, but they're still 3rd and 8 on the 19-yard line.
Third and 8.
excuse me, on the 26.
Goes through the air. He's got a man at the 35-yard line.
Pass is complete.
The pass is complete to number 6, Devin Yates for Thunderbird. Keon Harrison coming up there in run support for Moon Valley. So now it's going to be a 3rd and 8 here.
But they give him the first down on that one.
And we have a timeout on the field called by the Moon Valley Rockets, so we'll step aside and take that timeout with them. You're watching Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us. We'll be back for more action right after this.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout! Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive warranties available, guaranteed. Give us a chance to earn your business. Visit us today at precisionairandplumbing.com.
We welcome you back to Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix. Penalty flags, movement up front.
False start. That'll back him up 5.
A 5-yard penalty assessed to the Titans. So Moon Valley's starting to get a little bit of momentum here, if you will, Ed, and we'll see if they can capitalize off this momentum somehow.
You mean capitalize meaning a stop on defense?
That's exactly what I mean.
Yeah, that's what the Rockets need, yes.
That's exactly what I mean. 1st down and 15 here for Thunderbird. I formation. They hand it off to the tailback. That was Tyler Woods. Stopped on the play there by big number 76 for the Moon Valley Rockets. Colin Lucas once again doing damage in the middle there for that Rockets defensive line.
Woods had a really good year last year for the Titans. 439 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns. Another one of those major cogs in that strong offense they had last year, that 9-3 Titans football team.
Second and long now. Penalty flags once again. There's early movement. And the Titans having a little trouble finding that offensive rhythm here in quarter number 3.
Much to the delight of the Rockets defense.
5 yards walked off. Still 2nd down.
So it's start and go with this Titans offense so far in the second half, James.
Start and stop. It seems
Start,
like
stop, back up.
Right?
Go forward, stop, back up.
Can't seem to get this engine in gear here in this 3rd quarter, but I'm sure Moon Valley would love to take advantage here. Another 2nd down and long here upcoming for the Titans. Cohill breaks the huddle. He's got 2 receivers near side, 1 to the top side. And Elijah Little, the lone setback. Little gets the toss into open space, and a great seal block on the edge, up the near sideline at 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Thunderbird Titans. But once again, we have, get this, laundry on the field.
And that flag flew from the sidelines as Little was running down the sidelines. You saw that thing come out from about the 30-yard line.
We'll check with the officiating crew here and get the official word.
Is it going to stand, or are they going to wipe it away? It's a big call right here for the referees.
It is a huge call indeed.
Holding. Oh, it's coming back. Wait a minute.
Penalty is holding
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
against Thunderbird. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
So double fouls there assessed to the Thunderbird Titans. One of those for holding, another one for unsportsmanlike conduct.
I wonder if that flag was the unsportsmanlike because it flew out really quickly.
It could have been.
It may have been on that run down the field.
Not good regardless there for Thunderbird. Now they're going the wrong way here with 9:08 remaining here in our third quarter.
Interesting. 2 Elijah Little electrifying runs wiped away in the second half, James.
And that's not the first time it's happened here in the ball game, man, unfortunately for number 7.
No. Sure, Coach Nillette is not happy on the sidelines right now.
He loves that toss sweep.
Yes, he does.
If he's able to get to that corner, look out. Oh, man.
And it's been effective all night, right, too, JP?
It has. I have a feeling we're going to be talking about Elijah Little a lot this Arizona high school football season.
Absolutely.
Judging by at least what we've seen here this evening. Cohill now breaks the huddle once again. They come out in the I formation. Offset I now. The toss once again to Elijah Little, far side. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage and then slung out of bounds on the far side by a host of Moon Valley Rockets. Among those, number 50, Tristan Alvarado in there for Moon Valley.
When you're going up against a guy like Elijah Little, you've got to be able to play sound gap integrity, right, James? You can't over pursue. You can't just run willy-nilly around the football field trying to be Superman and bring down this young man. You've got to be able to stay in your lane and allow your other brothers on your team to stay in their lanes. And if all of your lanes converge and they work properly, you can bring down a guy like Elijah Little. But if you try to go rogue and try to be Superman, that's when this guy busts off a 75 or 80-yard run.
That's when he will hurt you, maybe even give you a little bit of stiff arm there as well.
Mm-hmm.
3rd and 16 now here for Thunderbird. This third quarter cannot get any rhythm whatsoever.
We've been 2 minutes and 59 seconds into the third quarter. It feels like 25 minutes and 9 seconds.
It does indeed.
Right, Adam?
Make sure you're drinking water. Thunderbird goes with a designed tunnel screen. They tried to find Elijah Little on the far side. He had 2 big blockers in front of him, but unfortunately that ball unable to connect with the waiting hands of Little, and now it'll be 4th down and long here for the Thunderbird Titans. Trying to make sure and keep everybody hydrated out here tonight, as I've now lost my water bottle. It's somewhere around here. There it is.
There it is. There you go.
Right there. All right. Hopefully there's some left in there, Ed. We'll see.
There's some in there.
It's getting low, but we're third quarter. We'll make it. There's some ice in there for sure. A little shank across the 50. It'll be down at the 43-yard line by number 40, Jared Stewart for the Thunderbird Titans. 8:47 remaining here in our third quarter. 20-0 our score. Thunderbird over Moon Valley. Don't forget, next week we will be out at Eastmark High School for girls flag football, the first ever girls flag football broadcast in Arizona high school football history. Wednesday night, August 30th. And I know Mark McClune and the fellas over at the Extra Point Podcast are looking forward to the first highlights of girls flag football. We are more than happy to bring them that evening. Moon Valley hands it off, nowhere to run with the football.
Carlson, the ball carrier.
They will unpile. Colton Carlson was the ball carrier that time on the play for Moon Valley, and we've got an injury timeout on the field. So with the timeout, we'll step aside as well and take a commercial timeout. 8 minutes and 34 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Come on back to Thunderbird High School for more Thursday Night Football after the injury timeout.
With 6 Valley locations, Burrito Express is your place to go for the best burrito in town. This is Burrito Express.
Burrito Express has been your local burrito joint since 1995, but hey, don't just take our word for it. Ask the mayor of Arizona High School football himself.
Chicken Burrito Supreme, that is my go-to. Can't go wrong with Burrito Express.
Burrito Express, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout. Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone.
We welcome you back to Thunderbird High School. The injured player on the play was none other than
number 55, Talon Flores.
Talon Flores looked to be hopefully a cramp type situation there, as you see. Ooh. Number 11, Diego Contreras, get the ball and then get absolutely walloped by big number 76, Micah Fonseca, 6'4", 315, bearing down on the Moon Valley Rocket.
Goodness, tossed Contreras like he was a rag doll.
Literally.
The strength of that young man to grab a human being and throw him to the side, that's impressive.
Impressive indeed. 3rd down and 13 now for Moon Valley. This is a huge play. Captain Obvious reporting here for you, Ed, but a huge play here for the Moon Valley Rockets. We're going to give a lot of love to those cheer squads on the Friday Night Red Zone starting tomorrow night. Penalty flags, movement before the snap. We haven't seen that a whole lot here tonight, have we, Ed?
No, not too much. Just a few times.
It's one of those first game things where everybody's got to work those jitters out and get that timing locked in. Just after 8:45 p.m. here in the Arizona Mountain Standard Time Zone. 7:41 remaining here in third quarter action. One receiver to each side for Damian Miller-Coleman out of a double wing set. He looks to throw down the field. He's got pressure. He eludes the pressure and climbs the pocket, escaping and picking up positive yardage. Not quite back to the original line of scrimmage. He'll gain 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down and 16 now upcoming here for the Rockets. They will no doubt punt this one away.
Micah Fonseca and C.J. Curry were chasing DMC, forcing him out to his right, and forcing that 4th down and 15, forcing that punting situation.
If we only had live stats on number 7, the return man here for Thunderbird, as he's back deep once again for Coach Nolette and the Titans. He awaits at the 33-yard line.
And if we only had numbers that were negated because of penalties by Elijah Little, they'd be incredible.
Top left.
Oh, it's blocked.
The punt is blocked. And no one was even sure if they wanted to get on that thing or not there, Ed. Kind of a fire drill of sorts there. 7:19 remaining here in our third quarter.
But it's been a strange quarter, hasn't it, James? We haven't even been 5 minutes into it, and we've had so many penalties and backups and near touchdowns, near spectacular touchdowns, block kicks. Still the hometown Titans, the home team win, are still leading 20-0.
20-0 Titans over the Moon Valley Rockets. We got a full slate of Thursday Night Football for you folks, taking you all the way to the month of November. So buckle up. We'll have some good football for you here throughout the season. And then Friday Night Red Zone starts tomorrow night. Back to throw. It's incomplete. Logan Camps, the intended target, 5'7", 140 pounds there, running down the seam for the Thunderbird Titans.
Cohill had him, but he just led him too far where Camps couldn't catch the ball. But Cohill had the proper protection. He saw that Camps got free, but he just overthrew it.
2nd down and 10 upcoming here for Thunderbird. Room to run, and then upended near the 25-yard line. And now it looks to be an injury on the field.
I think that's Tyler Woods that got banged up.
Tyler Woods was the carrier on the play. And now we have an injury timeout once again here, so we'll step aside and take that timeout with them. You are watching the Thursday Night Football here on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us. More to come after these words. Express.
With 6 Valley locations, Burrito Express is your place to go for the best burrito in town. This is Burrito Express.
Burrito Express has been your local burrito joint since 1995, but hey, don't just take our word for it. Ask the mayor of Arizona high school football himself.
Chicken Burrito Supreme, that is my go-to. Can't go wrong with Burrito Express.
Burrito Express, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network.
Come along with me each and every Friday night as I take you all around the Grand Canyon State. James Tooby here, your host, and welcome to the Friday Night Red Zone. We'll feature live look-ins on action covering all divisions, as well as live updates from sidelines around the state. We'll also check in on players being recruited by Arizona colleges playing live around the nation. 3 hours of commercial-free football starts Friday night, August 25th, right here on the Friday Night Red Zone. 7 minutes and 3 seconds remaining here in our third quarter as we welcome you back to Thunderbird High School in Phoenix. James Poovey alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole. 20-0, the Thunderbird Titans over the Moon Valley Rockets. Special thanks to our Epic Sports Network production crew out on site here tonight, and Miss Sonia Telez doing a great job for us with highlights from the house. 3rd and we'll call it 7. Or is it 6? Actually, 3rd and 4.
It says 10 on the scoreboard. They didn't change it.
Back to throw. Protection holds. He's got a man. It's too tall for the intended target. That was Will Clark out there with room to run if he hauled that in. Andres Rodriguez providing coverage that time for the Moon Valley Rockets.
Yeah, if Cohill was a little more accurate on that throw to Will Clark, that was a touchdown for sure. Just let him a little bit further, just like he did on that previous play a couple plays ago, trying to get Logan Camps. Just threw it a little bit too wide of where the wide receiver could catch it.
No gain on the play. Thunderbird keeps the offense on the field here. 4th and 4. 2-by-1 on the outside now for Cohill. He drops back, protection holds, goes that way again, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Joseph Francis out there. Logan Camps was also converging on that ball, but unfortunately it was just too tall for either receiver.
Moon Valley Rockets defense holds once again, James.
Turnover on downs. They've allowed no points here so far in this third quarter, but now can they get something going offensively?
Right, I was going to say that. The defense is doing their part. Now it's time for the offense. It's time for Damian Miller-Coleman and this offense to come out here and do their part and kind of drive the football down and get a score because they are still down 20. They've got to find a way to make that 0, turn that 0 into a 3, a 6, a 7, something. In the third quarter that never seems to want to end.
We'll get you some other scores from around the valley here after this 1st down and 10 for the Rockets. DMC under center. He hands it off to the up back who tries to plunge ahead to near the 30-yard line, and then the Thunderbird defense just continues to stiffen. On the stop that time was Travis Woods. The Mountain Lions of Red Mountain 41-0 over Mesa. 41-7 Perry over Desert Vista.
Oh.
A good one there in Maricopa. McClintock 35, Maricopa 25. Ben Franklin 6-0 over the Coolidge Bears. Cortez 50-0 over Coronado. Duncan 12, Fort Thomas nothing. 28-6 ALA West Foothills and Wickenburg. We have an injury timeout on the field, so we'll step aside and take that timeout with them and return for more Thursday Night Football right after this.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout! Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before, and we are dedicated to making sure that you're...
We welcome you back to Thunderbird High School in Phoenix, 20-0. The Titans over the Moon Valley Rockets. A toss now on the far side. That was Colton Carlson, and he got blasted over there by that Thunderbird defense. They're doing a really good job here tonight, Ed, with outside contain.
Yes, they are. Outside contain, pursuit. They're just all over Colton Carlson. As soon as they hand the football, again, black jerseys all over the place. Wherever the ball carrier is, that's where they are.
That's kind of how it has to be, especially when you got these guys that are pretty fleet of foot if they're able to get to the edge and get there and make the corner. 3rd and 6 here. Possession play once again for the Moon Valley Rockets. Play fake. It's complete near the 40-yard line. Number 34 on the reception there for Moon Valley. That is Darian Butler, the sophomore, doing a nice job there and moving the sticks for those Rockets. First down for Moon Valley.
Moon Valley continues. We need to continue to say that they move the sticks. That's what the Rockets offense has to do. Keep those chains moving, drive down the football field, and eventually they've got to get into the end zone. It's imperative.
Just about 5.5 minutes remaining here in our third quarter. Backside, it's Ogundape, and he might move the chains one more time as well. Looks to be right at the line to gain. We're sitting right about the 49-yard line here in the broadcast booth. Actually, we're right at the 50. And that is going to be just about a half-yard shy of the first.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they go back to big 28 again and see if he pounds the pads and gets the first down. One more time, they move that bubble motion. 28, Ogundape on the call for Moon Valley, and it's going to be another first down and 10 for the Rockets.
Nice job by the Rockets to continue to run the football with Ogundape, getting that first down, keeping the drive alive as we head toward 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Good drive so far from Moon Valley. They've got to continue to build on this momentum they're building in this drive.
First and 10 Rockets, they're on the march into Thunderbird territory. Now the toss coming near side is Contreras. He's forced out of bounds that time by a host of Moon Valley or Thunderbird tacklers led by Elijah Hubbard, among others. There you see big number 82 trotting off the field there. Or correction, maybe that's 62 for Thunderbird. It is 62. Mason Fosu. We'll go with Fosu. One receiver to each side now for DMC. They hand it off on an inside handoff. The ball's on the carpet. And we'll see who comes up with the recovery.
Thunderbird.
It's a Thunderbird Titans football.
They fumbled the ball away. Wow.
Looks to be another possible injury on the field, maybe a cramping situation.
No, he's good. He's up. No, it looks like he's cramping up.
So they're going to help him off the field, and Thunderbird now is going to go back on offense here with 4:01 remaining in our third quarter.
Tyler Woods came right over to the trainers' table, sat down. Looks like a cramp. The trainers are looking at him right now.
This is about that time of the evening where that heat has really taken a toll on your body, You've been working all night. Let's see if we get that second camera on him getting stretched out there on the training table after this first down and 10 here for the Thunderbird Titans. 2-by-1 on the outside now for Cohill. He goes far side with it. It falls incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Cohill was looking for number 3, Joseph Francis. The ball just sailed. Francis was open right there, out there in the flat to his right for Cohill. He just sailed it right over his head. That would have been an easy completion and some pretty good yardage for Francis if he was able to catch it and get to the outside out there in the flat where he was. 2nd and 10 on the 44 for Andrew Cohill and the Thunderbird Titans offense.
2-by-1 on the outside now for Cohill. Split backs in the backfield. He looks this way, goes to the air, and no one home on the near side. The ball falls incomplete.
The nearest receiver was number 19, Will Clark, but he was still at least 10 or 15 yards away from where Cohill was trying to throw the ball to.
We are under 4 minutes remaining here in our third quarter. There you see number 8, Tyler Woods, getting stretched out there on the near sideline. Three minutes and 53 seconds remaining here in our third quarter. Near side, it's Little, and he's up around the headgear with the tackle. Surprised there's no penalty flag on that right there, Ed. As number 56, it looked like, among others, came knifing in there for Moon Valley.
So go ahead.
Gary Chandler.
Looks like we got another.
Go ahead.
Just looks like we got another injury on the sideline for the Titans.
I think that is.
Trying to see what that number. What that number is.
Number 4 is down there for Thunderbird. That's Greg Smith. So we'll check on him in just a minute here. Timeout on the field now, called by the Moon Valley Rockets. So with that timeout, we'll step aside and take the timeout with them. You're watching Thursday Night Football here on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us. More to come from 19th Avenue in Thunderbird.
With 6 Valley locations, Burrito Express is your place to go for the best burrito in town. This is Burrito Express. Burrito Express has been your local burrito joint since 1995, but hey, don't just take our word for it. Ask the mayor of Arizona High School football himself.
Chicken Burrito Supreme, that is my go-to. Can't go wrong with Burrito Express.
Burrito Express, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
Folks, welcome back. 3:46 to go. 20-0. Titans over the Moon Valley Rockets. I think they're about ready to get this drive continued on.
Back deep to receive for Moon Valley. Diego Contreras, the senior. Thunderbird's going to punt it away here on 4th and 5. Ball lands and takes a Thunderbird bounce. We got another one of those yellow flags up in the air.
Costa's kick is down inside the 10. There's a flag on the field.
Penalty flag on the play, so we'll check the laundry here. And it'll be Moon Valley ball, it looks like, regardless of the penalty.
It's a matter of where they spot the ball. They got the flags out at about the 18-yard line. That's where the infraction happened.
We will await the official word here from Mr. Brian Dowell. Unsportsmanlike conduct assessed to Moon Valley. So that's the, we'll call that one of those third quarter, 3 minutes, 34 seconds left. That's a frustration penalty, Ed. You've got no points on the board, and you've just turned you got the ball back on offense here, luckily, if you're Moon Valley. So now, hopefully, you can get something going offensively here, but you're starting once again deep in your own territory.
Yeah. As you mentioned, you're down 20. It's hot. It's been the longest third quarter probably in any of these players' lives they've ever played in, and that all kind of leads into an unsportsmanlike because as you mentioned, it's out of frustration.
Well, how about the credit for Moon Valley not giving any points thus far here in this third quarter to Thunderbird? I mean, after Thunderbird just was ripping things off there in that, especially in that second quarter.
I mean, that's great. We'll give their defense props for that, but we're not giving their offense any props because they haven't scored any points.
Very true, Ed. That is very true. No gain on that play there. Second down and 10 upcoming here from the Moon Valley 3. We'll get you some more scores from around the valley here as the Arizona high school football season getting in full swing here tonight. There are some 4, 5, and 6A matchups around the valley this evening on Thursday night, and then Friday night, tomorrow night, things really get cooking. Backside now to Contreras, running down the play, almost coming up with a tackle at the goal line. And that young man went so hard after that play, he's down in the end zone. So we've got another injury timeout here. It looks like another cramp. You could see them stretching it out there right away. So a cramp there with 2 minutes and 38 seconds remaining here in our, third quarter. So we'll take a short timeout and return for more Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network after this from Burrito Express.
With 6 Valley locations, Burrito Express is your place to go for the best burrito in town. This is Burrito Express. Burrito Express has been your local burrito joint since 1995, but hey, don't just take our word for it. Ask the mayor of Arizona high school football himself.
Chicken Burrito Supreme, that is my go-to. Can't go wrong with Burrito Express.
Burrito Express, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network.
Third and short here for Moon Valley.
28, AY up the middle.
Up the middle it goes. Number 8 on the carry that time for the Moon Valley Rockets. Ogundipe, he moves the chains there for Moon Valley. First down and 10, Rockets from the 17. Another couple of players there hobbling off the field for Moon Valley, cramping up a little bit there. On the far side, that was Nathan Galligan, the sophomore. So he'll get over and hydrate and hopefully return here for the Rockets. First down and 10 now after Moon Valley moves the sticks. From their own 17, DMC now under center. He pops out the toss to Ogundipe. Correction, 22 on the carry there. Colton Carlson. And once again, penalty flags on the play.
They're calling the face mask on Thunderbird.
Face mask indicated against Thunderbird.
So if you're Moon Valley, you got to be happy with that right there. Yet another chain-moving first down, albeit via a penalty. But you take it any way you can get it, especially when you're down 20-0 here in quarter number 3.
Absolutely. You'll take any yards that you can get to get you a little bit closer to pay dirt to the end zone.
1 minute and 57 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. The motion in the backfield once again, the quick handoff, and then nothing doing. That Thunderbird defense absolutely on point here tonight. Number 34 on the carry that time, Darian Butler for Moon Valley. Superior 60, the Panthers over Tempe Prep, the Knights 6. 20-11, Estrella Foothills leading Yunker right now. Second down and 8 for Moon Valley. They fake the handoff. DMC goes far side on the keeper. Out to the 45-yard line, up into there by the Thunderbird defense just as he got to the edge.
Boy, this Titan defense, man, they continue to play aggressive and strong against DMC. He tried to run that run pass option, didn't work. Tried to run to the left side, but that defense just snuffed it out. They continue to play strong defense Thunderbird has tonight, even despite the elements that they're working with the heat and dealing with cramps and everybody cramping up and trying to stay hydrated as much as possible.
Under a minute to play here in the third quarter. DMC rolls out. It's incomplete, trying to find Ogun Dipe out there in the flat. Covering that time for Thunderbird was number 25, Adam Gauthier.
It's like they're sending out their punting unit. Another drive goes by the wayside for Moon Valley, James. They get the benefit of a penalty that gives them good field position, and it drive just dies, it stalls out.
The drive killer, you hate it. 40 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Fourth down and 6 here for Moon Valley. They'll punt it away to the waiting Elijah Little. We know how dangerous this guy is. He waits at the 25. The kick is away. Not a bad punt there. Takes a Rockets bounce right into the belly of Elijah Little. And he fields it and brings it out near the 27-yard line, make it the 28. And that's where the Thunderbird Titans will go back on offense here, leading 20-0 with 30 seconds remaining here in our third quarter. Put 30 seconds on the clock, Brett. 30
seconds. What Moon Valley was looking to do was make their halftime adjustments, and the time that they had at halftime to make adjustments and see where their offense could actually drive down, get some scores, drive, and get some positive yardage and get into the end zone and cut into this 20-0 lead. But unfortunately for them, James, they haven't been able to do that at all. Credit their defense because they haven't given up a point in the third quarter, but back to that offense. They've been stifled and they've been shut down this entire game. They've not been able to get on the board.
Yeah, it has been tough sledding here, to say the least, for the Moon Valley Rockets. And right now, the Thunderbird Titans in command of this battle of the I-17. As now Elijah Little, once again, dangerous in open space, eludes another tackler, and finally brought down by Moon Valley's number 64. And he had to do some work just to get in there and get on him. That was Chance Miller, the senior, on the stop for the Rockets.
Oh, yeah, you're going to put in overtime to try to bring down Elijah Little. But I just love the patience of Little. Once he gets the handoff, the toss from Cohill, he looks at his offensive line to see if they can open any holes for him. Otherwise, he's got to do it on his own and try to make things happen. That's exactly what he did on that run. Great run, putting them 2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line as we head to the fourth.
We've reached the end of our third quarter here at Thunderbird High School in Phoenix. 12 more minutes of football remaining here. I'm in the wrong sport, Adam. That's basketball. 12 more minutes remaining here in our ball game here tonight between the Thunderbird Titans and the Moon Valley Rockets. Stay with us. More Thursday Night Football, fourth quarter style, coming up next.
With 6 Valley locations, Burrito Express is your place to go for the best burrito in town. This is Burrito Express. Burrito Express has been your local burrito joint since 1995, but hey, don't just take our word for it. Ask the mayor of Arizona High School football himself.
Chicken Burrito Supreme, that is my go-to. Can't go wrong with Burrito Express.
Burrito Express, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network.
We welcome you inside the broadcast booth here. James Poovey coming to you live alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole. Ed, it's been all Thunderbird tonight here on their brand new home turf, and what a way for them to open up this new field here on Jack Story Field.
So far, a dominant performance by Thunderbird on offense, defense, and special teams. Let's see what the next 12 minutes holds for both of these football teams.
Back to live action. It'll be second and short here for Thunderbird as they flip directions now, working left to right on your screen. A little Statue of Liberty there, off to the races out near the 45-yard line. Tyler Woods on the carry for Thunderbird, but a penalty flag on the play.
They never mentioned what it was. I think they picked the flag up.
They must have. I was looking to try to decipher what the actual call was.
Yeah.
20-0 here, under just inside our fourth quarter here. 11:53 remaining, 11:48 actually remaining on the clock. First down and 10 now. Inside handoff. That looked to be Elijah Little. We'll double check the numbers. I think that might have been number 4, Greg Smith on the carry.
No, Smith's coming off the field right there.
Smith's coming off right there, but he might have had the tote there last time.
Maybe.
I couldn't quite see exactly who had that.
It might have been Woods or Little.
Third down and 1 here now. Play fake. He rolls to his left. The southpaw goes to the air. He's got a man. It falls incomplete. That was big at number 19, Will Clark. And if he had hauled that football in, he might still be running, Ed. It might almost be to Greenway Road by now.
He just might be. But again, another one that was in his fingertips. Clark had it for a second, bobbled it, and lost it.
3rd and 7 now upcoming here for Thunderbird. Can they add more to the total? 10 minutes and 51 seconds remaining here in our fourth quarter. The design toss, room to run on the edge. Elijah Little with tons of room. Finally upended there by Moon Valley's Keon Harrison. But not before Elijah Little rips off another huge gainer there for the Titans.
Those outside runs. Gets the handoff, the tosses from Cohill. Little follows his blockers, gets to the outside, and once he gets to the outside, he is dangerous.
Check, 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 1, 2. Sorry about that. I accidentally hit the volume knob there and boosted that quite a bit more than I intended. There we go. All right, we're back at it here. First down and 10, Thunderbird. They hand it off inside, off guard. That was number 6, Devin Yates, and I'd love to see him getting the call there. 5'8", running behind the pads. Correction, Travis Woods on the carry there for Thunderbird. A nice gainer.
They've mixed in Woods and Little, both Woods, Travis and Tyler, Elijah Little, also Greg Smith in there. They've got a running attack that's really strong so far in this first game against Moon Valley. If they can continue to run the ball consistently like this on a weekly basis, they're going to be dangerous.
Once again, Woods picking his spot. The ball's on the carpet for a moment, and then big Greg Smith had it. Lost it, and now it's Moon Valley Rockets football. How about that? Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
That thing was bouncing around there like a I don't know what.
Like a pinball in the pinball machine.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. So Moon Valley now takes over. With 10:33 remaining here in the fourth quarter, can they get some points on the board? That's the question.
That is the $64,000 question.
It is.
Can they take it down the field and turn that 0 into something else?
Adam's a little too young to know about the $64,000 question.
Yeah,
don't you
he
think?
is.
He's asking why 64,000. Why did
I
they
think
pick that number?
Alexis is too young to know. I know
don't think
Jamal
so.
is too young.
I don't think so.
Miss Sonia,
Alexis
she's
knows.
too young too.
Alexis
They're all
knows.
babies. They don't know.
And it's Miss Sonia Tellez. Tellez helping us out tonight on the Epic Sports Network and all season long. Sonia, we hope you're doing good, and we appreciate all you're doing for us here tonight.
Hey, James.
For Thursday Night Football. Yes, sir.
Did you see what just came out on the field? That yellow thing?
I've seen none of those here tonight. Some of these guys out here tonight might have to possibly have some rotator cuff surgery. I'm not sure exactly.
False start. Indicated against Moon Valley, 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty assessed to Moon Valley, so that's going to back them up to, looks like, just at their own 5-yard line. 10:32 remaining here in the fourth. And I am so proud of my son, Dallas. He has graduated, it looks like, to full-time scorebug status. He's ready for next week's action. A hard hit there in the middle by Moon Valley.
Wait a
that
minute.
was
Did
number
Moon-
55,
And
double
Moon-
nickels.
And let me guess, Moon Valley turned the ball over, JP.
And a turnover.
Does anybody want to score?
Unbelievable.
Thunderbird gets the football off the turnover. They've got excellent field position at the 5-yard line.
10 minutes and
Wow.
26 seconds remaining here in our ball game.
Just
to
when-
remind you, next week, next Wednesday evening, a special edition of Thursday Night Football on a Wednesday night, 7 p.m. kickoff, the inaugural girls flag football broadcast right here on the Epic Sports Network. The East Mark Firebirds take center stage next Wednesday night. Big Greg Smith got the handoff that time from the fullback spot.
Timeout for injury.
Timeout on the field for an injury, so we'll step aside and take that timeout with him. You're watching Thursday Night Football here on the Epic Sports Network. More to come in 30 seconds.
With 6 Valley locations, Burrito Express is your place to go for the best burrito in town. This is Burrito Express.
Burrito Express has been your local burrito joint since 1995, but hey, don't just take our word for it. Ask the mayor of Arizona High School football himself.
Chicken Burrito Supreme, that is my go-to. Can't go wrong with Burrito Express.
Burrito Express, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network.
We welcome you back to Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix, 20-0, the Titans on top of the Moon Valley Rockets. Second and goal for Thunderbird, and once again we have movement before the snap. So both these teams trying to get in the flow here.
False start against Thunderbird, 5 yards.
False start assessed to the Thunderbird Titans. Next Wednesday night, it'll be the Ben Franklin Chargers against the East Mark Firebirds. 5A girls flag football action coming to you live here on the Epic Sports Network. First broadcast ever. I'm excited. We're going to have some fun out there at East Mark. And we had fun last year out there at East Mark. A game that went into overtime,
Yes,
Ed,
it did. I remember that.
between East Mark and ALA Queen Creek with Adam DeMonte at quarterback. State champion East Mark Firebirds coming out on top in that one with Mac Molander at the controls there for the Eastmark Firebirds. What a night that was in the Valley. We got on the air, I think, about 6:59 and 30 seconds, Ed, before that kickoff.
Yes, we did.
Literally. Thanks to Athletic Director Mr. Craig Luschner refusing to say die that night and made sure we were going to get that broadcast on the air, I should say, off the ground, but on the air.
3rd and goal for the Titans. See if they can punch it in. Got 4 yards for pay dirt, James. As we're finally under 9 minutes to go.
Yes, we are. 8:48 to be exact here on the clock. And Dallas is getting things working over there in the score bug department. Dead ball foul, delay of game.
5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Eight minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in our 4th quarter. Once again, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. right here on the Epic Sports Network. It'll be the Friday Night Red Zone. And we're pleased to also announce that we'll be broadcasting that Friday Night Red Zone on the Neighborhood Sports Network as well, NSPN.TV. Going up top and in there for the touchdown, but we got a penalty flag on the play, so we don't even know if it's going to stand at this point. It could be a push-off. It's going to be DPI as the early indication. We'll confirm that here in just a moment. Defensive pass interference assessed to Moon Valley. So the touchdown will stand, and they'll blink the lights here at Jack Story Field. They finally got the show dialed up there in the box behind us. Nice job, gentlemen. And the Thunderbird Titans increased their lead now 26-0 with the PAT pending.
Cole Hill's 2nd touchdown to Will Clark. Threw another one to him in the 2nd quarter, making it 13-0, but looks like they're pretty much cementing this victory, James.
They are indeed. Calvin Schurman on for the PAT. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and right down 19th Avenue it goes. Our score, with 8:15 remaining here in the 4th quarter, 27-0 Titans over the Rockets. We'll step aside, take a brief timeout, and come back for more Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us.
With 6 Valley locations, Burrito Express is your place to go for the best burrito in town. This is Burrito Express.
Burrito Express has been your local burrito joint since 1995, but hey, don't just take our word for it. Ask the mayor of Arizona High School football himself.
Chicken Burrito Supreme, that is my go-to. Can't go wrong with Burrito Express.
Burrito Express, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network.
We welcome you back to Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix. 8 minutes and 16 seconds remaining here in our 4th quarter. Flag off. Back deep to receive for Moon Valley. It'll be Andres Rodriguez and Diego Contreras. And that one kicked well beyond the end line. That'll be a touchback now. 1st down and 10. Titans from their own 20. So it might be time to go ahead and have this conversation, Ed. It came up a moment ago during the commercial break. Adam said, when in doubt, in and out. We started talking about post-game activities, and first thing that came to mind was food, and Adam went right to that with in and out. We don't have a headset for Adam, so he can't unfortunately respond and defend his choice of In-N-Out. But I'm always a Whataburger guy. Where do you stand on that, Ed?
Oh,
In-N-Out versus Whataburger.
Whataburger all day, every day.
That was pretty easy. First down and 10 now. DMC goes to the air. Oh, it's too tall for the intended target. He was trying to find Michael McCardle down the field, and McCardle had nothing but green, brand-new Titan turf in front of him. He was able to haul that football.
Well, that was a pretty football thrown by
was.
DMC. It was just a little bit, again, too far, too long for McCardle to catch.
Second down. DMC dropped back to pass. They're going that way again. Penalty flag on the play and too much contact down the field as Elijah Hubbard is going to be called with a defensive pass interference for Thunderbird. That is unfortunate. You saw Damian Miller-Coleman go back to that well one more time right there and just really wanted to complete that pass down the far seam and almost was able to do so, but penalty flag on the play, and that is going to be free yardage there for the Thunderbird Titans.
Or for Moon Valley.
For Moon Valley, correction. It's late in the ball game.
That's okay. Moon Valley's got the ball at the 35, 8:03 left to go.
Red Mountain just continuing to dominate out there in the East Valley out at Jim Jones Field. 41-0 right now over the Mesa Jackrabbits. DMC with an inside handoff there to Ogundape, I want to say. Unless that was Contreras who got the call. Ogundape it is.
Yep.
The band's doing a great job out here tonight. Alexis, can you see if you can get on the band at all? See if you can get on the band from there at all. Like, even the band direction, yeah. Try to get their band. Yeah, try to. Yeah, see if you can get the Moon Valley band. That might be easier. We're going to be featuring bands all season long on the Friday Night Red Zone. Second down and 9 here for Moon Valley. They go the other way. It's Contreras on the sweep. He's finally brought out of bounds after about a 6-yard gain maybe. There you see the Moon Valley Rockets visiting band out here tonight. And I got to tell you, Moon Valley traveled really well overall. The band is out here, Alexis, and they also have a lot of fans in attendance as well here tonight for the Moon Valley Rockets.
They do. I give their fans credit. They traveled over here to Thunderbird High School, and they represented their football team really well. They gave them as much support as possible, and a lot of them are still here.
They are indeed.
Third down.
7:12 remaining here in our fourth quarter. Third down and 3 for Moon Valley. DMC now under center. Inside handoff. They try to bounce it outside. No gain on the play.
Tackled immediately. And Vinny Cuomo bringing up fourth down. Balls on the 34.
Fourth down and short now upcoming here for Moon Valley. Clock runs. As we approach 6.5 minutes remaining here in our fourth quarter. Moon Valley trying to draw them off sides with the hard count. And a timeout on the field called by the Moon Valley Rockets. So we'll step aside and take that timeout with them. You're watching Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us. More to come after this brief commercial timeout.
With 6 Valley locations, Burrito Express is your place to go for the best burrito in town. This is Burrito Express. Burrito Express has been your local burrito joint since 1995, but hey, don't just take our word for it. Ask the mayor of Arizona High School football himself.
Chicken Burrito Supreme, that is my go-to. Can't go wrong with Burrito Express.
Burrito Express, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network.
Come along with me each and every Friday night as I take you all around the Grand Canyon State. James Poobie here, your host, and welcome to the Friday Night Red Zone. We'll feature live look-ins on action covering all divisions, as well as live updates from sidelines around the state. We'll also check in on players being recruited by Arizona colleges playing live around the nation. 3 hours of commercial-free football starts Friday night, August 25th. Welcome back to Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix. 27-0 Titans over the Moon Valley Rockets. 4th and short here. Toss sweep coming near side, room to run, putting the headgear down at the 45-yard line, and a Moon Valley first down. One of the prettiest runs of the night for Moon Valley, courtesy of Colton Carlson. How about that, Ed?
Very nice run. Pitch from DMC to Carlson. Follows his blockers, left tackle, left guard. They block really well on that sweep play. Carlson was able to get that first down, keeping that drive alive there. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Something to build on right there if you're Moon Valley and the Rockets.
Absolutely.
1st down and 10 into Thunderbird territory now. Ball rests at the 43-yard line. 6 minutes remaining here in the 4th. So glad you joined us here tonight on the Epic Sports Network. DMC goes up top. Defenders in the area, and that was intercepted. Number 22 out there for Thunderbird, Elijah Hubbard with a pick for the Titans. Thunderbird now trying to seal the deal as you see some of the Titans faithful now starting to exit the facility. We'll get you some other scores here as well throughout the Valley in just a moment. Thunderbird in command here, 27-0. 5 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in our 4th quarter. So glad you joined us here tonight on the Epic Sports Network. Make sure you subscribe and join us tomorrow night for the debut of the Friday Night Red Zone. 3 hours of commercial-free football starts at 7 p.m., a final from Jim Jones Field in Mesa. Just off of Power and Brown, 41-7. The Mountain Lions are under the direction of Coach Kyle Enders, taking care of business and walloping the Mesa Jackrabbits, 41-7. Congratulations to Coach Kyle Enders and Coach Nico Garces, among others out there for the Red Mountain Lions. Ed and I are very familiar with that program out there in the East Valley.
Yes, sir.
How many years on the headset were you in there, Ed? Two?
Oh, two or three years, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And I did 6 out there in the Parker and Sons press box, which never had an air conditioning unit, by the way, which was quite ironic. I said that a number of times on the broadcast, but never got it done, unfortunately, out there in the East Valley.
Nevertheless, a really good win for Red Mountain tonight.
Oh, for sure. That team is loaded.
Yes, sir.
Once again.
Dominant, 34-point victory at home.
And you got a couple of Heap boys over there as well. Preston and Kyle Heap over there playing for Red Mountain. Sons of former NFL All-Pro Todd Heap from Mountain View High School and Arizona State University. Of course, Adam throwing up the forks over here for us, as he has to, right?
Todd had so many great years with the Ravens, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Goodness, he was good in the NFL.
And always great to see him out at the Ed Doherty Awards. He's come out a couple years in a row there, has Mr. Heap, so great stuff there. 2nd down and 5 now. Through the crease, here comes the running back. He's got room to run, 30, 35, 40. Here comes the penalty flag, and oh my goodness, Tyler Woods has tucked that thing high and tight, and you saw the high knees coming up the sideline there. Great form, but I'm afraid it's going to be all for nothing. We'll check the penalty.
You got to be thinking a run that easy to the outside. There's got to be a holding call in there somewhere.
And you hate to see it because you're ramping up for that big touchdown call as he breaks loose there. And next week, folks, we're going to try to get that replay rolling for you here. But if you had a chance to see it right now, you saw the Red Sea part there for the Thunderbird Titans. And then all of a sudden, here comes Tyler Woods through the crease.
Oh, so
it's a touchdown for the Thunderbird Titans. As you see him flash the lights here on Jack Story Field.
So the penalty was a sideline warning. Okay.
A sideline warning indeed. Ed, it's time to start talking about that Burrito Express player of the game, my friend. Who you got for us, you think, for Thunderbird? Who are your mid or late fourth quarter candidates here for player of the game?
Well,
what do you think?
There's one candidate for me that stands out. It's Elijah Little,
It's
of course.
got to be Elijah Little.
It's got to be number 7.
It's got to be. We're going to have to get that man up here for the post-game interview after the game tonight. Elijah Little from the Thunderbird Titans, our Burrito Express player of the game. Oh, my goodness, we got a penalty flag on a PAT. Just when you thought you'd seen it all.
And we have seen it all tonight.
We have, literally.
As we approach the 3-hour mark for this football game. Titans up 33-0. What a commanding victory they're headed toward.
Extra point is good.
Extra point is good. Titans up 34-0 now. Titans are 4:46 away from their first victory of the season on their brand new football field. James, this is a great way to christen this brand new facility as far as the field goals and the uniforms. It looks like brand new uniforms for them. The LED lights. What a great way for them to kick this thing off in grand fashion.
It really is. As we welcome you back here inside the broadcast booth, 4 minutes and 46 seconds remaining here in this fourth quarter. And you mentioned it, Ed, a great way for Coach Matt Millett and the Thunderbird Titans to open up the 2023 season and their brand new football field.
Yeah, you've got to be impressed with their offense. Elijah Little, if he continues to play at this pace on a consistent basis, my goodness, the sky's the limit for that young man. And their defense has been great so far tonight. Yeah, so this is going to be a really good football team. We'll see how it goes over the course of the season. If they can stay healthy and play consistent football like this, they're going to be dangerous come playoff time.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch them progress throughout the season. They have a 34-0 lead here, and make sure and stay with us for the postgame show, and we'll have none other than Mr. Number 7, Elijah Little up here, the Burrito Express player of the game. So we'll get to talk to him a little bit and have Adam Beadle talk to him for a little bit and get his thoughts on his performance here tonight. And maybe, hopefully, we can get some stats on him before he gets up here into the broadcast booth. He's got to have over 100 yards rushing, I would think, at least here
I would
tonight
think so.
For Elijah Little.
I would think so, yes.
Ball fielded at the 20-yard line now. Penalty flag. Room to run, 50-40. Upended right there at the 40-yard line. What an amazing open field tackle. None other than the kicker, number 80, sticking his nose in the fray, Calvin Schuerman. How about that right there? Oh, my goodness. The crowd, you can hear him coming to life here as soon as Sherman. As soon as Sherman was able to get a hold of that play. So I'm going to slide over here into the producer seat here for a minute, Ed, as Adam's going to go get ready to round up our Burrito Express player of the game, Elijah Little. I can't wait to get him up here and hear what he has to say on the postgame show. It's going to be fun. All right, I'm going to drive this bus here for a few minutes. Here we go. It's been a minute. 4 minutes and 36 seconds remaining here in our fourth quarter. And once again, a shout out to Mr. Dallas Poovey doing a fantastic job there on the score bug. His first night, and he's already got it licked into the fourth quarter. Proud of you, man. Good job.
Yes, outstanding job, young fella. You've got a future in this business.
You have got a future indeed. tell you who else has got a future is this Thunderbird Titans team. These guys are going to be tough here in this 4A.
Oh, yes, sir. Especially if you consider the elements that they've been through with this heat. They've been battling the elements along with Moon Valley. But still, for them to be up 34-0, their defense is pitching a shutout, and their offense is outstanding. Elijah Little, 2 touchdown runs. Andrew Cohill hits Will Clark for 2 touchdown passes of his own. Will Clark, 6'5", 210. This young man, if he stays healthy, along with Elijah Little, and they've got Greg Smith there at the running back position, Travis and Tyler Woods. They've got a monster kind of lineup as far as running goes, and that defense, they're strong. They're strong in the front, the middle, and the back. This is a really good football team. If they can stay healthy and, again, play consistent football throughout the course of the year, we'll see where they end up come playoff time.
Yeah, it should be interesting to follow this crew all throughout the season. We got some exciting games we're going to feature tomorrow night on the Friday Night Red Zone. The debut coming your way tomorrow night at 7 p.m. right here on the Epic Sports Network. It's going to be exciting, Ed.
And I'm excited because you know what? Because we're going to be at home, James. We're going to be at home in our own beautiful air-conditioned homes. So we'll be out of the heat tomorrow night for those 3 hours.
That's the best part of it all, my friend. I'm not going to lie to you.
That's
the best part of it all.
And we still have 4:30. We still got 4.5 minutes left to go. But, yeah, Thunderbird, 34-0. What a dominant performance so far, James. This is a very impressive in their very first game on this brand-new field, brand-new lights. We're assuming brand-new uniforms. This is a great way to usher in the 2023-24 Thunderbird Titans.
Yeah, those uniforms looks really good, don't they? Let's take a
really
short commercial timeout and return for more Thursday Night Football right after this. Stay with us.
Come along with me each and every Friday night as I take you all around the Grand Canyon State. James Tooby here, your host, and welcome to the Friday Night Red Zone. We'll feature live look-ins on action covering all divisions, as well as live updates from sidelines around the state. We'll also check in on players being recruited by Arizona colleges playing live around the nation. 3 hours of commercial-free football starts Friday night, August 25th, right here on the Friday Night Red Zone.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout. Jump into fun and fitness.
We welcome you back here on the Epic Sports Network to Thunderbird High School.
Been a while since you've done that, huh, James?
It has been. I know. I got to get out of the driver's seat for almost the whole game there.
Yeah.
It was kind of nice. I got to admit.
Folks,
next time, Adam, you're going to have to wait to go down to the sideline.
Folks, he forgot to hit the mute button. Unmute the microphones.
We did that a couple times last year, but that's all right. You know, when you're running the whole show, you're hopefully going to get a little bit of grace, right?
Of course.
We're always praying for grace around here.
Wow, that guy's coming by, isn't he?
No kidding. We got somebody with a hot rod out there.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in our fourth quarter. 2nd and 13 here for Moon Valley. They hand it off up the middle. Nowhere to go with the football. And a host of tacklers in there for Thunderbird.
The Rockets have tried to run up the middle all night long, James, but it's been to no avail. That middle interior of the defense for the Titans has been like a steel trap, like a steel wall. You cannot get through there. Those guys are so strong, and they're punishing in the middle of that defensive line.
They are indeed. And if, like you said, if they do get into open space, look out because somebody's coming to tattoo you real quick. 3rd and 13 here for Moon Valley, trying to get out of their own end with it. A little Statue of Liberty misdirection there as they hand it off to the up back. That was number 22 who got the call that time for Moon Valley, Colton Carlson. 4th down upcoming here for Moon Valley And it looks like they'll maybe punt it away, or maybe they'll keep the offense on the field here. We'll have to see.
I think they're in punt formation, yeah.
They are indeed in punt formation and back deep to receive for the Thunderbird Titans. Number 59. Have you ever seen a 59 running a kickback, Ed?
Not in my lifetime.
That's Owen St. Clair, the 5'7", 145-pound sophomore, ready to house one here for the Thunderbird Titans.
It says he's a running back, offense, outside linebacker, and a quarterback. Wow.
One of those ATHs.
Yeah.
The punt gets away, and unfortunately, he's not going to have a chance to do much with it. But Thunderbird will take over on offense here with 2 minutes and 33 seconds remaining here in our first half. Stay with us. More Thursday Night Football coming up in 30 seconds. Come along with me each and every Friday night as I take you all around the Grand Canyon State. James Truby here, your host, and welcome to the Friday Night Red Zone. We'll feature live look-ins on action covering all divisions, as well as live updates from sidelines around the state. We'll also check in on players being recruited by Arizona colleges playing live around the nation. 3 hours of commercial-free football starts Friday night, August 25th, right here on the Friday Night Red Zone. We welcome you back to Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix. 2 minutes and 33 seconds remaining here in our fourth quarter. It's been all Titans here this evening on their brand new Jack Story artificial turf. And
Flag on the play.
Penalty flag on the play. Everybody having a great time out here tonight. We're going to feature a lot of special groups this season on the Friday Night Red Zone, Ed. We're going to have cheerleaders, bands, all kinds of fun stuff. We're going to feature fans in the stands. They don't even know it yet, but we're going to have them coming on the show live from the stands, just like where we're sitting right now, my friend.
That is going to be really cool.
It's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Really simple to do. First down and 15 now for Thunderbird. They hand it off. Room to run. And how about that? Another first. Number 59 gets the call there. Owen St. Clair. Number 59 lines up at running back, Ed.
Wow.
How about it?
They just keep they run guys in, run them out, and they continue to execute.
You know, the last time I saw number 59 lined up at running back was over at McClintock High School, Jeremiah Latu. Remember that?
Yes.
The young stud over there for Coach Fell and the McClintock Chargers. Got the pleasure of running into Jeremiah a number of times at a couple of jiu-jitsu tournaments over the past offseason. They hand it off. Now Big 70 gets the call. He's going to try to throw a stiff arm there. That was Caden Klingler. I hope that's correct.
No.
Caden Klingler. We also got a J.P. Stewart
It's
on
J.P.
the roster
Stewart.
as number 70.
Wait a
but they
minute.
crossed out J.P. here and put him down here.
Oh, so
I
it is
think it's
Klinger.
Caden Klingler.
Okay.
5'10", 155.
Okay, you've got a more
And that's
updated
another
roster.
thing I've never said. Number 70 gets the ball. I know I've never said that in 7 years.
No, me neither.
We approach 1 minute remaining in the ball game. A couple more plays, and that will all but do it here. Stay with us for the post game. We will have Elijah Little joining us, the Burrito Express player of the game.
So, JP, next up for these Thunderbird Titans, they'll take a trip up to Prescott next Friday to take on Prescott.
The Badgers.
Yes.
How about that?
They got the Badgers next week?
We're pretty familiar with that area up there in Prescott.
I think so. And for Moon Valley, let me check their schedule. They're off until the 8th. They'll take on Bradshaw Mountain at home.
So they have a bye.
Yeah, they've got a bye in week 2.
How about that?
Then they got Bradshaw Mountain Friday, September 8th.
Okay.
At home. Their home opener.
Interesting stuff here as the last 15 seconds or so will tick off the clock. And we will prepare for our post-game show. Thank you so much for tuning in here tonight on the Epic Sports Network. We have gone final here from Thunderbird High School, almost, actually. Dead ball foul, delay of game. So we got to get one more flag in here before we call it a night, right? Why not?
It wouldn't be a complete night without one more flag.
It would not. Special shout out once again to Sonia Tejas helping us out at home, providing the highlights for you tonight. Game highlights on Twitter. Follow us at Epic Sports TV. And as always, this game will be available to watch on demand, and it will live in infamy, Ed Cole.
It's infamous, all right.
I think the game is finally over, folks. Our final score tonight here.
There's still 5.3 seconds.
From Jack Story Field. Actually, they're going to, let's see if they bring out more players. 5.3 seconds remaining on the clock. So not so fast.
The fans are standing up.
Wind the clock, they say, and the ball game's over. Okay, there we go. Our final score from Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix, the Thunderbird Titans 34 and the Moon Valley Rockets 0. Stay with us. We'll take a short commercial timeout and return with Adam Beadle and Mr. Elijah Little, who got off to the races here tonight for the Thunderbird Titans. Stay with us, commercial timeout, and we'll return with the postgame show. Stay with us.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
I'm Marty Smith, and I'm a host and reporter for ESPN. When this opportunity came my way to become a member of Pit Boss Nation, I just started laughing, honestly. I started laughing because I was like, first of all, it fits right in my wheelhouse, but second, it's another way to build community. So I'm ready to crank that thing up.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout. Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive warranties available, guaranteed. Give us a chance to earn your business. Visit us today at precisionairandplumbing.com.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
I'm Marty Smith, and I'm a host and reporter for ESPN. When this opportunity came my way to become a member of Pit Boss Nation, I just started laughing, honestly. I started laughing because I was like, first of all, it fits right in my wheelhouse, but second, it's another way to build community. So I'm ready to crank that thing up.
We're back here live on the Epic Sports Network. I'm here with Elijah Little and Ryan Cavalami. Is that correct? A big win, 37-0 over Moon Valley. Elijah, starting with you, how did you feel about the opening night game?
Coming into the opening game, our team was working very, very hard. You know what I'm saying? We set a lot of milestones to reach. So coming into the game, I was excited and knowing that we're going to dominate how we dominated today.
2 touchdowns tonight is a big game for you. What was key in being able to perform well tonight?
Just locking in mentally, physically, and believing in my team, believing in my line. Because, the line we had last year, we had all seniors, so every position on the line stepped up from last year, and we did really well.
You talk about losing some of those seniors last year, working with a group of guys. How has it been so far? Obviously now done with the first game of the season, working with those guys this offseason, and what are you looking forward to working with them throughout the rest of this season?
The biggest thing I'm working on is just making them lock in mentally, making us believe in ourselves, because, there's times where we're going to doubt ourselves. Like, I need our team to, if we're going to verse the Arizona Cardinals, we need to believe that we can block and get out there and win.
And Ryan, great game on the defensive side tonight. You guys forced a lot of turnovers. What was key in your guys' success tonight?
For me, since last year, our team, defensive-focused team, we came into this game. We believe we're the best defense in 4A. So, to go out there and put a donut on their head, I just knew we had to come out there, get the tackles, do what was needed to be done. You know what I'm saying? TFLs, all that.
37-0 the score tonight. You guys had a couple of flags thrown here tonight, so obviously I'm sure there's some stuff you guys are going to want to work on in that area. But just looking for both of you, looking at the rest of the season, what is the one place you think you're looking to improve the most on this season? Elijah, starting with you.
Again, it's just being locked in. Like, the plays we had was just mental plays, holding, false starting, just the little things. Like, because me personally, I think we can win this shit with the team we have. It's just the little things we have to do to be great.
For sure.
Yep. Ryan, what about you?
I feel like as a team, we just got to come into that game with the confidence. I feel like we can run with everybody. I feel like we are there every single time. It's just the mental side of the game is where we're lacking. And I feel like me personally, I could help that by just being positive and just helping lead my guys.
Well, Ryan, Elijah, a great game tonight from the both of you. A dominant win, too. A shutout, in fact, in your first game of the season. Wishing you guys both the best luck for the rest of the season. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And I'm super excited. Thank you all for tuning on the Epic Sports Network. We had a great game here tonight. James Poovey along with Ed Cole. We will be out at Eastmark High School next week as Eastmark and Benj Franklin take on each other in girls flag football, the first girls flag football game ever broadcasted in Arizona. It's going to be a fun one. Thank you all for tuning in. From James Poovey, Ed Cole, myself, Adam Beadle, it's been great to be with you, and we will see you all next week at Eastmark High School.
Thank you. Awesome. Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Yep. Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, good game. Fun to watch you guys play ball. Thank you. Epic Sports Network on Twitter. Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.